dual guard truck training and the Mustang training are the same.
It would have been a wash.
Pretty much. It would have been kind of miserable.
Your truck.
Oh, thank God that didn't happen then. Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Okay, it's working.
It's working now.
Yeah. I just think, if we still owned it, we would have been like.
We got started.
Miserable to say, but like,
Oh,
if it burned
fantastic.
we
Let's
keep
put
it
it
in
in
there,
there.
and we would have gotten.
I just like starting where
coverage,
nobody's
but
paying attention, so.
I'm just
So it's less pressure.
And we started 8 minutes ago.
Ironically, when we moved into
Welcome
that house,
to Dick's
we
Patio.
were evacuated for the Hearth fire, so it's
Yeah, we have the knockoff
Hey.
Christopher Walker.
So like all our stuff was still in
Walken.
boxes.
You're at it.
Are you guys evacuated?
No, not it. We were so they had voluntary evacuation out.
I'm kind of blocking like a lot.
Just west of Masonville.
Okay.
But then it's
Yeah, that's what we had it over
so
there
it
last
had
week.
gone for if like the snow had been
Oh,
another
don't fall.
day later.
Oh, oh, mercy. Scared me.
I would
I was like,
pretty
concrete.
much.
I saw the
We
concrete
got-
pad behind you. I was like, oh,
I would
there's
have laughed. I
skull
would have went
pad.
home. And in an hour, I would have sent you a very mad message on this day.
I was seeing the pain go into the coils.
Well, I guess it's not funny because you might be watching now.
Yeah. I
He
just
wasn't,
hope
but it
this
doesn't
is
matter.
interesting.
We
I
can still
hope,
make fun
like,
of him anyways. That's what we do.
farms are okay in the area because this is like
True.
harvest time and getting a bunch of snow is kind of miserable for it.
Yeah. Freeze time is terrible, especially this early.
That was the earliest one I can remember.
No way. It used to be like in
Also,
August occasionally back in the day.
I was just a little nervous about all the pumpkins with like Sterling because now he's old enough to like get excited about Halloween if all the pumpkins die and then it's not as fun. But we were at the gardens on Spring Creek today and it looked like all their stuff was perfectly fine.
It only got to like 36 or 34, and it has to go to like 26 to really like freeze everything out.
Yeah, it's mostly the like nightshade.
Coming
gets
in
hit
clutch with
really
that random
hard.
knowledge.
Like tomatoes and
Tomatoes,
stuff
I was
get
gonna say,
like.
the-
I mean, that's
It's
clear. Not all fridges are
Things with
magnetic.
lots and lots and lots of them get hit harder.
I don't even remember the context of that scenario.
We're talking about magnets or something.
Yeah.
And then he just comes in. Well, not all fridges are magnetic. Out of nowhere. I can't remember what we were talking about.
Yeah.
The gardens. Sorry, I forgot the one topic.
No,
at a
you're
time.
good. You're solid. You've had most of it. You were just making fun of Scotty D.
Not all fridges are magnetic, by the way.
You want to toss that microphone down front and then turn the one towards that direction? Yeah. And then we're gonna
How
share
close
this
do
one.
we need to be
I'll
to
pick it up.
We're loud enough anyways. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be that close.
No, it's the Dan show. No.
It'll pick up a fart.
Yeah, we don't have an issue with
It
picking up.
will.
Definitely pick that one.
Gardens on Spring Creek.
Actually,
are nice. You make
That was
reservations
definitely
now.
my Consuelo's
And we were
breakfast
like the
burrito.
only people on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
That was out on your way down there.
They have all this new stuff. So that's
Yeah.
okay.
Did
Is
you
that
watch
one the one
these?
with the amphitheater
Yeah.
down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that's,
one
I
that's
ride
right
by
on
that
the
all the
Spring
time.
Creek
Yeah,
Trail.
that's
It's like,
cool.
that's a little.
It's really nice down there.
Oh,
and you just
little-
you go and you make
little-
a reservation.
Yeah, they
and
went
it's
through the
like,
dishwasher.
It's like,
they're
it's a
all
little
they have
wet.
slots, so you just like walk in.
It just they weren't dry all the way
That's
yet.
there's a cool path right behind there if you're coming like from my house to like do that over to my parents, and it like goes in the middle of nowhere behind houses. Like, this is in town.
There,
jungle,
that
dude.
area right over by there's like the pond and stuff.
Yeah,
Like Spring
exactly.
Creek Trail. Like I love those houses through there too. They're really cool.
That'd be a cool
You'll can't
backyard
be
for sure.
Confused.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. That was like my ride to work every day for.
It just
Oh,
kind of it's like
that
that
shit.
secret garden kind of feel right
Mhm.
through there.
That'd be a good way to get to Madwire. Drop
Well,
by it.
it was faster to take the trail, except for on my new bike. It's too fast for the trails. So, like,
Yeah, you could, there's that one
just
turn.
basic-
It's a thing.
yeah, it's 15 miles an hour on the bike trails in town.
Is there
And
like a
just-
little
Oh
bike
yeah,
zone?
somebody
you
just
could go
like
like
taped it to
20,
that.
just not even trying.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
right-hand turn on one of those that.
The one that's really nasty, the one that everybody crashes at, it's
the
like
bridge.
The bridge, up by LaPorte.
Okay.
Everybody's tagged that wall like once or twice
Was
in
it
their
just a
life.
sharp ass turn? Or what?
It gets
Yeah,
wet.
so
No,
like-
it's just wood. And
Well,
like-
it is a sharp ass turn too.
It is.
On wood?
Yeah.
On wood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's right over the river, and like the bridge kind of like does this a little bit over the river.
So the
missed
moisture just
that.
I
kind
feel
of
like I've
hangs
been
out.
on that
Yeah.
bridge.
You
when we
have.
took that bike ride.
Yeah.
That bridge?
I think that's
Yeah.
where. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
where.
think I almost fucked myself up on that bridge.
That was like the first time riding a road bike.
Yeah, and then I got to Tony's and I couldn't fucking walk right.
So he first got his
Are we on?
yeah, we're on.
Oh,
That was on your birthday a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We went for like a 16-mile bike ride.
Is that when Charles face planted?
No,
That was
that
the tour
was
de
Tour de
Fad.
Fad.
We can talk about that
We-
next.
yeah.
That was-
But so that was like his first bike ride on a road bike or like any distance whatsoever, and we took him on a fucking 16-mile bike ride, and he kept up just fine because he's pretty fit dude as it is, but he didn't realize like the jello legs afterwards, because like when you like walk or whatever, like how much pressure you have that. So yeah, I remember like when you got off your bike and you were just like you basically had a wheelbarrow yourself, like.
Yeah, you were talking about that the other night.
Oh god.
And it was just fucking super funny to watch you because you'd never experienced that ever before,
Thank god I was still looking at my bike.
right? Otherwise you would have pulled a Charles and face planted into the.
I wouldn't have landed on my face. He went
After,
I also wasn't drunk.
yeah, after that mimosa party we had all afternoon, we might have had a problem.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because we drank them out of
Champagne.
champagne.
That was
Tony's out of champagne.
That was pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
Good
we went
job,
through
everyone.
3.5 cases of champagne.
How many people?
So me, you,
Three.
We did it
Yeah,
one
how many
morning
cases of champagne?
where it was you, me, and Seth, and Lacey was serving us drinks. And
Yeah.
2 o'clock came around, she's like, just kept feeding
Well-
us until we ran out of champagne. So like the 3 of us, I think we went through a case each.
yeah,
3 people.
we've done that. Well, it was supposed to stop at like 2,
Were you, like,
10 to
and
2.
then it
of
was
the
like-
final list.
Stuff.
and then it
It's
was
a headache.
like 6:30 p.m. and it was still free.
And she's like, sorry guys, we're out of champagne. I said, it's okay.
I got kicked
I'm
out.
out of this.
I'm out of liver space.
Can't do this no more.
Yeah, I used to love going there when Lacey worked there because it would just be like I would just get fucking obliterated. Like she had to kick me out one day because I was just too drunk. And I'm like, you did it to me.
Why did
Like, I know.
Why did you do this to me?
Give me all
Like, I'm
sauced
sorry.
up and kick me out.
I see how it is.
It didn't hurt my
Well,
feelings.
get
I've been
in
kicked out
trouble
of
for
that bar
something.
before too, drinking with the owner of the bar. So there's that.
Did they kick the owner out?
No.
That would be pretty hilarious.
I'd like to see one of like the new guys kick.
Jimmy.
Try to kick either one of them out. Tony or Jimmy. Just not even knowing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's been so long since I've been over there.
I remember when I found out that Tony has a specific seat.
Oh yeah.
There's
I was
a
like-
AC.
Did you get cut?
So, no, it's like at the bar, it's just like stools, and there's like 2 nice like leather stools.
Real nice.
Where Tony and whoever he's with usually sits when he's there. Then we went in there, I just didn't even think about it. And then he came, he's like, oh no, it's fine, I'll sit somewhere else. I was like, oh fuck.
So they're just normally
Your
available
seats.
though, like
Oh, everybody just knows that that's.
Everybody just don't.
Yeah,
just
he
don't
walks
sit
in,
there.
just don't like you
I
get
noticed
up.
that.
which is funny because he actually doesn't really give a shit.
He doesn't like. I was like,
Especially after mom
But-
passed away, he kind of just
I
kind
was
of
like,
hated
I'll
to.
get up and move.
Yeah.
He's like, no, seriously, just sit down. I'll sit over here.
He's good.
I was like, oh, that makes sense. It's a nicer seat. It's probably your seat.
I mean, it is your bar. So.
It's just a nicer seat. It's fine.
I think I would do that if I owned a bar. Who's got the lazy boy? Don't ask. Don't
No,
say.
you'd just be asleep in there every day.
That's the whole point.
I would keep that reserved for whoever comes in on their 21st birthday. Make it feel real
Right.
special.
Yeah, no, that's a good. It's your seat, boy.
Step right up. We've got a seat just for you.
Here you go.
This is the best it's going to be. It's downhill from here.
Well, thank you, sir.
I've done a lot of dumb stuff in that bar.
Shit, yeah.
We pretty much all have, as far as
Yep.
Okay, what's your best Tony's memory?
Ooh.
Best Tony's memory.
Most
I've been kicked out in under 30 seconds.
Wow.
That's your best memory?
No, it was
Like,
just like the
tough
most.
one?
I'm
Like,
like, that's not a good
I walked in, took a piss, hadn't even been drinking, smoked a blunt with somebody on the back alley, and was looking at this dude playing video games, And this dude just tapped me on the shoulder. You gotta go. I was like, what? I didn't do anything. He's like, yeah, you're too fucked up. I was like, nah, dude, I'm actually cool. I haven't even been drinking. You gotta go. And then I'm walking out, and like Hank and Nick and everybody's walking in. They're like, what's going on? I was like, I just got kicked out. What'd you do? I was like, I just zoned out. That's pretty. Oh shit. Oh, what's up, bud? You get kicked out? I didn't. Oh, all right. I'm going to the Aggie. I'll see you guys later.
I think probably the best one was probably 2012. That'd be like right before you came back.
Yeah.
And it was the end of the world party. And it was Bacon's
Oh,
birthday
yeah.
too. And we had the entire.
No,
fucking-
actually, I
were you
was there. I was there.
I think that was,
I
that was
was
right
there.
before I left, I think.
I was there. Yeah, I think we have a picture. I think Bacon and I have a picture together then.
Maybe that was right when you came
That's
back.
well, no, because I was gone in February of 12.
Yeah, so
through
this is December of
September.
2012.
And through September, and then I came back.
Okay, so you
I
would've
was
been-
back.
you would've been
I was
back
there.
then.
Yep, I was there.
So we had the whole wall of just people.
Yep.
Yeah, when we stacked like 35 or 40 people up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like the end of the world, New Year's kind of ish party because it was like 28th or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was probably the best party we were in. It was when like Abby was still working there.
Yep.
And yeah.
Missy was there.
Thank you.
That would have been like right when she started there.
Yep.
Well.
It was because her and I started working for T-Mobile together, and then we started working at Tony's together.
Yeah. So yeah, that was probably the best party there. Like
Yeah.
that one. I mean, we had some really good tour of Fats afterwards too there though.
Yep.
Where like we just kind of take over the whole place.
Pull
Yeah.
like 5 tables together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that
roll
seems to be
up and
kind
just take the whole, like, we'd either take the section right when you walk in or on the wall. It was one or the other. Anywhere in between, that was for everybody else.
Yep.
Like, those scraps.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to say, but I think that would probably be the best one that I could recall. I'm sure there was some before they built the upstairs.
Because we used to stack quite a few people in there when we were shooting pool and stuff. And
Before the opening upstairs?
yeah, we'd have like
We did a
two
lot.
game. You know, we'd have like 2 tables going and like 20 people in there.
Well, no, this is like before you were able to drink.
Yeah, that was. You
Before
guys
the
talking about my
upstairs,
senior
yeah.
year of high school.
So yeah, like, I think like we're talking like 2010.
Yeah.
When did they
Like-
do the
Before they
upstairs?
It was
Like-
2011, I think,
Yeah.
when they opened it up. Because like, they painted it in 2013, so maybe it was like early
I think they opened
early
at 10.
2012, late 2011 is when I think they did it, if I recall.
I think it was 10, like fall of 10 when they opened it.
How's it doing in
yeah,
the
it had to be,
pandemic?
because when I moved here, that was like.
Probably just
Just
fine.
opening.
It's Tony's.
Yeah.
It just sucks to go to.
So I just remember going down.
But that's
Right
all
now,
bars
like,
right
in
now.
the parking
Yeah.
lot
Yeah,
overlooks,
it's
and trying to
Tony's,
figure out
just
how to
what's
get
going
up there when I first moved here,
Mm-hmm.
and I never realized. I thought it was like a separate thing. So
So I thought I had a pretty good time there. Was when we were supposed to wake up that morning, go down to. It was his birthday. We were supposed to go kart racing and then down to the strip club. But like nobody was feeling it, so we were gonna go there, have some mimosas and breakfast, and then go like do puttered go karts or something. We were just gonna.
I thought you
fuck
guys
around.
did go to fucking for fun.
No, we were going to, but then
Oh.
that's when the Corona loans happened. Yeah, fucked up.
Because I didn't go down originally with you because you guys were going to go to Fort Fun. And then, like, I called you guys to see if you guys were at the bar. And you're like, well, we never left. I was like, oh.
We started drinking Corona Limons and got hammered. That was back when they'd make them for us. That was the Lacey thing.
Again, it was
She'd just hand us Coronas and we'd drink the neck down, and she'd fill it up with Bacardi Limon.
Mm.
And then, but anybody else we asked to do it, they'd just give us a shot in a glass, and that we're sitting there at the bar like making a funnel with our hand, trying to pour the shot into the top of the fucking bottle. It doesn't work as well.
like the bartender that you and Seth are, apparently. Because you can totally pour those shots, no problem, into the long necks. But.
When you're drunk. Not when I'm drunk.
I don't know, I got used to bartending drunk when I worked at TI.
I'm sure I could do it now. I think we were just trying to pour it too slow, so it was like just dripping down the side of the glass instead of just pouring out.
Burner's on too, by the way. I got used to being real drunk and bartending at TI.
No.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
I mean, Eric and Natalie would just feed me full of fucking shots, and then like rounds for everybody. So I'm like, oh. There were several times I closed that place, and I don't know how I did it, to be honest. Like it was just like mopping, like all hammered, like getting everything all cleaned up, closing the drawer, counting the ones.
How's that place doing nowadays?
I don't really remember any crazy stories because I watched Seth get kicked out for throwing a pool cue.
At Tony's, yeah.
5 seconds after I got kicked out for snapping one half.
Yeah, well, maybe you should just be nicer at that point, you know. But
Did you ever open?
at TI,
Yeah.
it was just at TI. It was just me.
Yeah, Mondays
Like
and Thursdays.
Mondays and
was just
Thursdays was just me. There was nobody else there.
Right, but then you never had to open for yourself after closing, right?
No.
When you're really drunk. So
I
how do you know you
have.
actually closed and like
Oh,
mopped
right.
correctly? Like
So,
the
like,
people the
it
next
was
morning
only-
come in like
it was
the
only
doors
an evening
unlocked,
bar.
there's like puke all over the floor.
It was only an evening bar, so if you did work multiple days in a row, you did open for
Yeah.
yourself, basically. But they used to hold those 420 parties at Chiba Hut.
Yeah.
They closed down the whole, like, right there on Laurel. Closed the whole thing.
Yeah, like close the
Do
block
you
down.
remember the freaking mud pit?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. But one day,
Oh my
we had
gosh.
this huge party on a Thursday, because it was like, and everybody had, like, 420 off, and so like, I was going to work that day, too. And so I worked this huge party where I made like $700 on a Thursday night,
Hell
like
yeah,
by
good
myself.
for
Like,
you.
it was just fucking. It was.
You
We
can
were
see
way
that.
over capacity, and I was just hustling my ass off. I had one of my friends just keep going and get glasses for me, basically, so I could clean them. And just, I worked my ass off. So then the next day, I had to work the whole day also, and the other bartender that was there, I show up and he's hammered, and it's like 1 p.m. and Will was just obliterated. And then we had to work that whole night, and we were busy the whole day, all night. Once the Chiba crew were done, they were all just partying too. And so, like, I remember at one point, like, Will, like, looks, our trash cans are full, and we're too busy to, like, get rid of them, and there's too many people to, like, go empty them out. So, like, we're kind of, like, stacking around or whatever. And he throws, like, this one glass, and, like, it, like, misses and falls off and breaks. And I was like, don't. I was just like, Will, like, don't. Like, he's fucking trash bartending. And I fucking, he goes up, and he just, like, picks one of the bottles up and goes, just straight in my face. And I was like, go home. Like, I was just, like, so, like, God damn it. But yeah, I made like $1,200 in 2 days in that little tiny bar.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
kind of crazy.
I used,
Just
to make,
slinging a lot of drinks in there.
I used to make really good money there. Especially for working Mondays and Thursdays, because like forever the Chiba Hut kids would like feed me basically on Mondays, and the general manager would come in with the company card and like, they want shots, I don't give a shit, and like he'd
Right.
come over and like, so like I'd make like, we'd sell like $700, $800, $900 of the booze, and they would tip me out like $300 every Monday. That's
Hell
why
yeah.
that's how I had money at the time, because I was
Damn.
working at the shop, so I wasn't making any money there.
Right?
So, and that was cool. And then I'd work like those Thursdays, and we'd throw like, you know, parties or whatever on Thursdays, and I'd actually make good money. I was making more money there working 2 days a week than it was at the shop for 5 days.
Yep.
By like double.
Jaddy.
There were a lot of times that we'd go there and
Nope.
eat lunch or early dinner before we'd open.
I miss having Thai food twice a week, to be honest.
Yeah.
So good.
I really like the Thai food.
Yeah.
There was that hot chicken that was delicious.
I mean, Chu just made just good food in general. Like, she made the best wings I've ever had in my entire life. Like for my birthday, she'd make it every year, and I was like, yes, that's.
Is it still open?
It's technically still open, but it's not owned by Chu anymore.
Oh, it's not?
No, she sold it to somebody else. She's working at like the Marriott now.
Really?
Yeah, but she sold all that stuff after like 28 or 29 years of doing it.
Wow.
Did they get all the recipes and stuff?
No, I mean Thai food. It's not really that like broad
Diverse.
spectrum, anyways, of like food. And it's just we went in there. I don't remember when we went over there.
Well, I mean, is the menu the same or no?
It's similar.
Yeah.
It's similar. It's not nearly as good. It's very much more plain. It tastes like white people are making it, to be honest.
Oh, it's because they.
That's a bummer.
Probably are.
They're not actually at all. The lady that bought it is actually like very Thai, but like she's just not as good with it.
She's
Aw.
cooking to her customers.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem. Whereas before, like it was definitely like Thai food first, and it didn't matter. And it was just so good that like you couldn't. I mean, when Titty was cooking, that's when it was the best, to be honest. He if he wasn't such a fucktard.
You order a Thai hot and you're just dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that a few times and I was like, oh, mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were actually hot.
I'm
there.
living
Yeah.
in present regret.
Yeah.
I used to like the drunken noodle, and I would get it pretty hot. But there were plenty of times where I was eating it, I'd get like a quarter of the way through it, and I'm like, I can't even taste this anymore.
Wow.
Ordering Thai hot's kind of like playing Russian roulette.
Oh, yeah.
It really
Because
is.
Depending,
Especially
like,
if they know who's eating it.
well, right, if you go to certain restaurants, if you get Thai hot, they'll give you Thai hot.
Right.
Other places
Actually.
will be like, this white dude doesn't actually know what he wants, and it's gonna cost me a lot of drama. So we're
Yeah.
gonna like actually give you
I
like.
think the big
medium,
problem
medium pace.
with
Yeah.
with Thai hot in general is that they're typically made with Thai chilies. Like whenever we do that, it's just more Thai chilies. And the problem with Thai chilies is the variance of how hot they are is huge. So like there was times where like we get like a batch of like Thai chilies that like you could just like sprinkle a little bit on there and it was like too fucking hot to eat.
Yeah.
And like other times you could like fill it full of Thai chilies and it was like fine. It was just one of those things that I found like working there, especially like sugar like pepper like differences like that. And it's Thai chilies are really bad about not having a very consistent heat level.
A lot of chilies are like that. Like fresh jalapenos can be stupid hot or
Yeah.
just like meh.
Well, and I agree, but it's one of those like Thai chilies I just found to be more so in that realm because we got them, you know, from wherever the fuck we got them from. It was kind of like one of those things too. Since it's not like jalapenos are pretty popular, they're made fucking everywhere and a lot, whereas Thai chilies are like not really like that kind of scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to like to get it hot enough just to get a little brow sweat going, and then you're good.
Yeah. I miss that bar quite a bit. Obviously, no
Makes you
other
feel
experience where you
Little,
just be
reminds you
little
completely,
foggy eyebrow, you're like, alright, we're good.
completely hammered, eating hot food, and working at the same time. It was just kind of a unique scenario that you just can't replicate that again.
No, we definitely had crazier times there than we ever did at Tony's.
Oh, yeah.
Fact. Gotta remember, I was going there well before I was 21, and then on my 21st birthday,
Allegedly.
Will
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I don't think it has to be a legend
No,
anymore.
it's not. I'm over that point.
Okay.
I think I'm over that point. Meh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
6 years and then nothing happens. They can't come back at you after 6 years, no matter what you say.
It's alright, it's not open anymore, so it doesn't matter.
So,
hot.
anyways,
Valid.
that Will finally checked my ID, and he's like, "Fuck, today's your birthday?"
Imagine that a pretty girl walks in and Will's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Look at that.
Oh man.
Going back to the hot topic, how many? If I made Ghost vodka like when it was a couple years ago when we were actually growing in our raised beds or whatever. If I bring that, will anybody here drink any?
Yeah, that's right.
I will not.
I'll try it. I mean, I'm not gonna like
I'm gonna
No,
caution.
homie.
I have a good
I'm not
story
gonna
with this.
drink
too,
it,
but
but
continue off of this.
try
It's
some.
really hot, so like I'll wash a martini glass in it, kind of a thing, and it makes the whole martini hot.
Ooh, nice.
wow.
One,
Oh no.
it's really fucking hot.
Is it
The-
clear or does it
Huh?
have a little color to it?
It's
Or
orange.
colorless.
It's like a light orange
Yeah.
color.
I love that beard that the guy in blue shirt have. She is so lucky.
It'd be longer if I didn't keep pulling her out.
I miss my beard. I'm so.
You should straighten it. You should get a straightener and see how long it really
I get the
is.
beads.
Being what sadly can't be unseen baby face it is for me.
I miss my beard. Like I am so mad that I cut it off 2 weeks ago. Not pleased.
It's looking better now.
Yeah.
It's starting to fill in a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just gotta wait 2 months and it'll be back to where it was. Pretty much.
Amanda gets mad if I clean shave.
Yeah.
Yeah. She prefers. This is even short. She wants it. Like, for a while I had like an 8-inch,
Yeah.
like the Amish beard.
I do this a lot when I'm driving, so then I'm like, oh, my beard's getting short. I better stop doing that.
I think for me, it's a good indicator of like my stress and like where I am in my life situation too. Like
How long your beard can get.
when things
like
start
some people
getting
with their
hairy,
fingernails,
like
You're at your
when
desk and
things
it's
start
like,
getting hairy for me, it starts getting kind of long. You know, dangly. I don't shave it.
I typically don't touch mine like until I get like a haircut, but it gets pretty gnarly sometimes. Like before like the last haircut, it was like
I think the last time I saw my chin was in 2011.
It's been a
I
hot
think it's
minute.
the last time anybody saw your
I
chin.
kept a very solid porno stash going.
I was saying, I watched
Shaved
one
everything
movie from the 70s and it was like, I got great ideas.
No, I was like clean shaven with a big old porno stash.
Oh my gosh.
That's too bad.
That's the only way I got into your girlfriend's bed.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
You can't give free mustache rides if you don't have one.
it's fair.
Valid.
It's fair.
I think most women like a little bit of a little bit of soft. If you're gonna have facial hair, it needs to be soft. Like it needs to be past that sharp point.
Right.
Like that. Like if you're gonna do it,
Well,
it
it's
needs
like
to be
stabbing you.
100%. Like you
kiss.
can't make out. You can't. If you just get
It's
like
itchy anyways.
you're
We don't
burnt.
like it
Actually,
when, we don't like it
you're
when it's
red.
that level anyways. It's also itchy and it's not good.
It's
So
not comfortable
nobody
at
likes it in
all.
that scenario.
Nobody likes it.
No.
Nobody likes it.
I think you gotta go like military like Dan every day, or else like you have to get past where I'm at right here.
It's probably a little rough right now.
Because
See
this
that.
this is the worst. It's like the uncomfortable
Clean
state.
shaving a lot of times a lot of work too. Like it does take.
It's a ton of work.
If you're gonna do it, like if you want to stay clean shaven, it's.
I like this guy.
Good call.
Like
Good
this
call.
guy.
Choosing words wisely.
Yep.
Picking
You
battles.
speak like you're being watched or something over there.
It's really hard with Sterling. That's one of the reasons I cut it short because he'd grab it and pull it.
Oh yeah.
And that was like his thing for a while.
Oh,
like he
man.
would full on pull his whole body up,
Oh jeez.
and you can't get him off. Of
The
it,
best way to
they
get a
just go,
kid
They
to
have
stop
little
pulling your
mini
hair is to pull their hair.
I just cut it shorter.
That's the best way to get them to stop. It's true. Like, you did that one time, and then they'll be like, oh, I don't like that. Like, natural consequence. They just, like, figure it out really quick.
Action equals reaction.
They
It's
don't even
interesting
know
too.
what
You
it
reach a point where your beard is long enough, and then people become like interested in it. They're like, "Can I touch it?" It's like,
Oh my
"Not
gosh,
really."
isn't that
No.
hilarious?
Yeah, it's weird.
One step past creepy.
I got pretty used to that scenario since I've had a beard always. Like,
So funny.
I've asked
Thanks,
that
bro.
question,
Yep.
yeah,
especially to you.
yeah, it's definitely a thing.
If I can touch people's beards. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's.
I
And
guess
I'm
it-
looking
I guess
at like
it
my
depends on
hair
who
is
it is. They're
soft.
like,
so
oh, how
like,
soft is it? And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then some people are just like,
People will walk up and just grab it, and it's weird.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know about like.
Like,
I
Well,
guess
not grab
it's
it,
definitely been
but,
a thing
like,
when people tell me to grab it.
pet you like a
Yeah.
dog.
It does happen.
It does happen. People just walk up and grab
It
it.
happens more
Nice
than
dick.
you would think
Nice.
it does.
I really don't use much. There is one that I use that has
Lotion.
apricot oil in it that is really nice.
I literally don't use shit, to be honest, ever. Just make sure there's nothing in it. Again, I'm lucky that I have soft hair. Like overall, my hair is fucking
You know,
primo.
when it gets long.
Not really. It's usually I might oil it like
wiry.
maybe every 2 weeks or something, just so if I feel like it's getting kind of like bristly.
Also, working at the shop, it just kind of has a bunch of shit in it too. Machine shop, especially, because all you're doing is cutting and grinding anyway.
Yeah.
Metal shavings.
Yeah.
It doesn't get too bad. I mean, there's definitely days where I'll look down and there'll be a, lathe,
Nice metal
lathe
flake.
chip or something. I'm like, catch a little glimmer in the light. I'm like, oh shit, that ain't supposed to be there.
Do you trim your beard, or does it just happen to like grow in this perfect cone?
No, it's from me. It's from me doing this all the time and pulling it out. It just happens to be this shape.
Yeah. I don't really have too much of an issue either with it shaping wise.
Mine
When it
looks
grows
stupid.
out.
I'm
Yeah.
If I let
It
my
goes like I get the jowl thing, like the dead president jowl
Yeah.
thing that goes out this way, and then down here I get like a fork, so it kind of goes like that.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, then you just shave like right
So I
here.
have to like
Just right down the
Yeah,
middle.
just get like the chops thing going
Just
on.
straight
get
up
rid of
chop
that.
it
I
up,
wasn't
man.
kidding when I was talking like it's kind of that.
We should have a Civil War party.
That would be fun.
Yeah, totally like Civil War beard, haven't shaved in like 3 years.
Yes.
That's
If
exactly.
I didn't
what it
touch
is.
mine for like 6 months, it gets fucking long as shit. Cause like when I did cut it a couple weeks ago, before I fucked it up, it was like it was probably like mid chest to me.
Yeah.
It is pretty long.
It was
I've
super
never got
long.
that.
Mine would be way longer if I didn't like do this all the time.
Yeah. I mean that was
it would
like
be, it would be like 8 inches longer.
that would have been like 6 months of Chris not touching it at all.
Yeah, but you're
Because-
culling it, right? It looked like shit if you didn't do that.
I think it's
Yeah,
so
I might
cool
get a
when an
couple- Like
old
calling
man
all
has
the
like a really
inferior
long,
hair.
very clean white beard.
So,
Yeah.
Like I think that just like that like biker old man long beard thing. I'm like, you're a badass. Like you just keep rocking that.
We all live in the U.S. straight up, not Canadians. I don't know how none of us are nice enough to be Canadians.
Don't you
I
know?
am.
Hey.
I claim all shenanigans on that one. But
We're
I
very
live the closest to Canada,
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
live.
still American.
thought about going to Canada, like moving to Canada.
What are you talking about?
Just to ride a bunch of snowmobiles all winter.
Fucking flush them down the carburetor.
It's funny.
I don't think I've ever been asked that question before.
Mm.
If we're Canadian.
Does it not tell our location?
No, it doesn't.
thanks.
Well,
Shit.
there's not much of an accent in Colorado.
Yeah.
Give me a
Pretty-
couple more
pretty
beers.
neutral
I'll have a
here.
Southern.
Maybe for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually surprised you don't have any of the North England accent coming out as long as you've been there back there.
It does a little bit, but like we were talking about the other night, that's why people in Maine know that I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of like he was thinking more like personality wise. We're all like normal people, not fucking like
Oh.
ranting one way or the other.
Crazies.
We do that off camera.
Sure. We also just kind of started. I'm not even through my first beer yet, so
You better chug
What about
up.
coming home with me?
yeah. It's,
Okay. Pulp Theory.
Well, there's good.
Those are pretty
The
good.
labels
I really like
They
the
pull the shots
1985 too, by
we would have been live for
Belgium.
half an hour.
Super juicy haze. It's good,
34 minutes.
and it's got the coolest can you've ever seen.
Yeah, so we got come back, like stick around for a couple hours and watch us get drunker, and it gets louder,
Louder.
and rowdier, and
Oh my gosh.
Take a
I
piss
walked in
real
your
quick
neighbor's
and
house.
Last
this
week.
dog.
That was interesting.
Over there.
The door was open, cracked,
yeah.
and I always get this house and the next one over.
Well,
Kinda.
He also
It's 21. You have to
we
be
have
21.
That's also
drink beer.
he owns the house too.
No,
Yeah, that one.
They did occupy that home.
this.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah, 12.
yeah. So we own the house too.
Yeah. So I walked over, their door was cracked open, and I like full on walked into their living room while they were watching TV.
It's 20.
It's just two women
Tonight?
just like turn around and look
Yeah.
at me like, and I'm
It's
holding
21
this
for
beer.
everybody.
Yeah, it's
And they,
21.
like, they weren't
But in
freaked out by it
in
either.
Colorado,
They
you
were
can
kinda
serve
like,
alcohol
"Oh,
at
here."
18.
Like, they
So
were
there's
expecting
legal,
me to
there's
go
different
or
serving
show
laws
up.
depending
Wait,
on
you
the
just-
state.
Like tonight, you did that?
Yeah, I full on walked into their house thinking it was this. I was like, oh,
Well,
they
I mean-
left the door cracked, right? That's.
They're all pretty
expect-
chill though.
They are chill.
You guys were like downstairs or something. Oh, he left the door cracked, so I like full on walked into their living room.
Surprise!
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Wrong house
And
again.
then I wasn't sure like which one was the actual house because it skips like 4
Yeah.
numbers, right? I was like, I know I'm in the right area, but the
You'll find the
map
right one
is like
eventually.
screwing it up or whatever. So I'm like standing there, like, and they're clearly watching me, and and then I'm thinking like, well, maybe the address is like in the backyard, and it's like 2 addresses in the same unit. So I like walk into their
Are you in
backyard.
the-
and
are
so
you-
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
where
sure
are
they
you?
thought I was
Are
like
you in the
trying to break
UK?
into their house.
There's beer spirits in the UK 16, I think.
Well, that's a good response.
Yeah, they were
I
super
think
chill.
Germany is 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Forbidden
didn't like
spirits.
attack me or shoot me or anything, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Happy
I know
with
wine's
that.
earlier
They
in
didn't
Europe,
pull, like,
so you gotta be
castle
somewhere
wine.
in Europe then.
It helps you have beer.
That
Yeah,
this makes
beer.
more sense with that question.
Right?
if we're U.S. or Canada and not crazy people.
Where is this person from?
Oh, dope.
Nice. Welcome.
Canada?
Cool.
Right on.
Nice.
Me and Amanda are part Norwegian.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
they're
I'm a
watching
mutt.
this at what, like 6
So there's
a.m.?
that. Yeah. On one side of my family, I'm related to President Grant. And another part of my family, I'm related to General Custer. So
Whoa.
how funny.
That's fair.
Like,
And we're from
Huh.
like the General Custer area.
I know.
So
Yeah, I also have different parts of Native American. Like it's a whole bunch of all kinds.
That's sweet.
It's kind of fun. I don't know. But I don't want to do one of those DNA tests to kind of figure that out. I kind of like the mystery a little bit.
I'm terrified to
Like,
do those tests.
I know. I don't want everyone to
I've
know
pulled
me.
like most of family history, and me and Amanda are pure white bread. We're English, Irish, and Norwegian.
I found out about 3 siblings through Facebook.
Of course he did.
Including ones that are
definitely.
younger than
He
me.
was
So I'm
he was a
kind of
general in the
like,
military. Of course he
I
did.
don't want to take a DNA test because I don't even want to know.
That could be part of where my Native American
Because
comes
they'll
from.
release that information. They'll like,
Oh yeah.
like they'll tell you like, oh, there are more people that you're related to or whatever, and I like don't
Yeah,
want to know like, how many other
Nah.
siblings I have. I have like I have 4 siblings now, 3 of which I didn't know about 2 years ago. I don't want to find out I have like 10 more somewhere else.
That was like a buddy of mine.
The older?
All of them are older, ranging from 55
Pretty much.
down to my age, with the exception
You're
of
right.
one who's actually younger than me, and I used to play with them as a kid and didn't realize they were my sibling. And nobody
That's messed
told
up.
me.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Wow.
My buddy.
How do you
I
feel
don't
about that? How do you feel about that?
Well, internet. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty. It was an interesting discovery.
I'm sure. Makes you question some things.
That everybody's looking at.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty interesting. Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
a
very
situation.
interesting.
I don't know. My family's really fucked up with that.
We all have fucked up families. We all have fucked up families.
Truth.
Truth.
yeah.
Truth.
Where,
So
Big-
don't.
big
So
facts coming from over there.
don't. Maybe small. Big
Yeah.
facts.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird. There isn't a lot of like. We don't really talk about like what happened.
You just sweep it all under the rug and keep moving on? Like most families?
Yeah, I would definitely be in the realm of like I would want to know. Just
I'd wanna know.
Right. So I have siblings though that are up to like 50 years old, right?
Wow.
All the way down to like younger than me. So I kind of ask them, and it's also like every single one of them is from a different mother.
Wow.
So it's kind of interesting because I like will learn a piece of the story from all these different people, and then you kind of piece it together.
put it together. So like like mine and Amanda's like we have aunts and uncles that are like within like a couple
Yep.
years of me. So like I have 2 half uncles and 2 half and a half aunt that we know about that are within like I think the oldest one Stacy's like 3 or 4 years older than I am, and like John, it was funny because his last name Smith was John Smith is his actual name.
Don't sweat it.
I have nieces that are like 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And, like my uncle's kids are like the same age as me, kind of a thing. So it's just I'm like off one generation.
That's fair. It happens sometimes too. And that was like, like my buddy Paul, his grandfather like left their family, and then later they learned that like he has like aunts and uncles that are like in like 4 different countries because he started a family and then he would leave and start a family and then leave.
Yeah, that sounds pretty.
Hey, my dad did that too.
Wow.
It's pretty similar.
Same thing.
Yeah, which is pretty wild.
Nomadic
Went on
fatherhood.
cruise ships for a minute.
My
According to-
dad's family, they were next door neighbors to another couple. They ended up being swingers and swapped partners, and then had more kids, and they didn't tell anybody.
So it's kind of like a
So
cult.
everybody,
Wow.
so the family drama was they were telling somebody that somebody was a bastard, but they were all bastards. They were all bastards, and it came out like after everyone died. Like,
Yikes.
oh my gosh.
So
Like,
did people get like twice as many Christmas presents?
You know, no. I mean, this was like
No, they were all one family.
they were all one family.
Just one
No.
giant happy family.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. They all thought that they were all like one family, same parents. Like they had no idea
The one from this corner.
how
was good.
this
Yeah.
rolled out. They thought everyone was married,
She just
everything
keeps
was
bringing you
kosher.
snacks and
Yeah.
just eat the shit out of them.
The joke
Feeling you're fat.
is just like that my dad
pretty rad.
drove from like Illinois to
Rad
San
Love it
Diego,
here.
like shaking his dick in every state, and that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Where everybody is located, like all my siblings are from.
You're like, oh,
It's
he
like
went on a
the
road
nice
trip.
Straight shot from Illinois to San
Peppered
Diego.
across the
Yeah.
states.
That's hilarious.
Let's see, Iowa. Yep, he was there.
Indiana,
Denny.
yeah.
You get like
Roger.
literally, it's like a scavenger hunt, and then like you go and you see like different marks on different trees, and you have a treasure map.
It's pretty accurate.
Wow, that is. I mean, isn't it interesting? Like when you start to dig into your own family history, the things that you
I just don't even
understand.
Like, that's the thing is like I knew it was like fucked up because nobody in my family ever wants to talk about it,
Oh.
or like any like siblings or like nobody wants to talk about it. Specific like my aunts and uncles, perfectly normal situation. Like my piece is like the weird part, I guess, but nobody wants to talk about it, so I just kind of like try to ignore it. But then
Sure.
like I have random like 14-year-olds messaging me on Facebook like, "Hey, I think you're my uncle."
And you're
and
like,
stuff.
oh, I probably am.
Well, no, like at the time I didn't even know I had any other siblings, so like,
Wow.
just have like these random kids messaging me.
Quit trolling me,
And I was
kid.
like, I don't
Oh my
want like
gosh. Wow.
can't handle this right now, and then they keep showing up.
Wow.
With the last one, we had to like there's like a coalition of the half siblings to like find this like estranged sibling that we have, and we think that's the last
Can I have
one.
a beer when you're done moving?
But-
the thing?
Yeah, she lived right next door to my aunt, who used to babysit me. Like, so it's
Wow.
kinda weird.
So was that
Random kids calling you
was that
daddy on the
brought-
block.
upon you, or did you was that, like,
Exactly.
self-discovered that you had other siblings, or?
Well, one I knew about. The other ones were through this like random people messaging me on Facebook saying they're related to me or they're like parents or my siblings or whatever. And then this other one was like this rumor that like one of the half siblings heard that there was this person that might be related to us, and then like my dad was really drunk on Facebook one time and like liked a picture from some random person with like a little girl in the photo, and then like all the like me and all my siblings were like, that's weird, that's interesting, like this kind of lines up with these other things we remember, and then we kind of
Wait,
Put it
so your
together.
dad is still alive? Oh my god.
barely
Barely.
While we maxed out.
he keeps surviving. He's really good at that. He's in a lot of pain, but he's surviving. He's alive.
Yeah. I mean, again, this family equally as fucked up if you go like one step up, 2 steps. Like there's like so much random bullshit, and I don't know how we turned out okay. I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Well, that's
Somehow,
just,
some
like,
way.
Your opinion, man.
You're right, man. It's true.
I mean, I'm a pretty functioning drunk, so we're good.
I'm pretty functioning drunk.
We should totally do Rock Mountain Race Week next year.
We should
Yeah, I'd like to.
lower on the Yodi.
Yeah,
Yep.
we should totally go. It was so much fun.
Oh yeah, I bet. I think we need to cage up Betty and take that one
Rent
for a
everything.
spin.
Yeah, I mean, they just
We usually build those sleds.
two,
Yeah, I
you know, because Drag Week got
forever to
canceled.
find them. They just don't exist.
So then they
Concept
did
or something?
Rock Mountain Race Week 2.
So those sleds,
Yeah.
they were.
Just ended yesterday, I think, or today.
I think today was the last day.
Today was the last day.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I know they have the PSCA cars are in Vandermeer this weekend.
Yeah, that started today.
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
pretty sure. I'm
right
pretty
now-
sure. The race weekend. It was either today or ends tomorrow. And it's
I-
race today. Day 5
I
was.
think
today.
it was today.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
What tracks did you go to?
Pueblo.
No. Oh, what did I go to?
Yeah.
So we started at Bandamere, and then we went to Nebraska, and then Kansas, and then Pueblo, and then back to Bandamere.
But they're thinking about expanding the route to like
Yeah.
South Dakota.
Yeah, we're
There's,
talking about doing a north route.
Yep.
In like the Black Hills and stuff, and I was like, oh, that'd be sweet.
It'd be a fun drive.
That'd be fucking rad.
Is
Yeah.
the track still in Douglas? Or they tear it up?
I think Douglas is closed.
Yeah, 'cause I know they were building houses near it.
I
and
think
they were.
I think Douglas is closed.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about.
I've never
Douglas.
seen so many smashed grasshoppers in my life. When I raced there, you hit a grasshopper going 130, 140 miles an hour.
They just explode.
It is impossible to get off.
Yeah.
Cement.
And that place was filled with them.
There's nothing else there. It's just grasshoppers.
I always thought the location of that was kind of odd too, because it's like you have to like go around it on the interstate.
Yeah. Been there a long time. It used to be an airport.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about that racetrack in 100 years. We have it in our state. We have face masks. We just don't do it here. Since we all hang out pretty often.
Family.
And a lot of us are family too.
Yeah.
And we're the only kind of people. We're the only people we've really hung out with over this whole thing.
But
Yeah.
we do have to wear them when we go out.
Hmm
I do.
I just opened a
Religiously,
preschool and I
yeah.
made face shields for my kids so that I can see them and they can see me, but they're still covered.
That's sweet.
They're super cute too. They're attached to glasses, so it's not on their head, and they can wear it. Even if they have hearing aids and stuff, they can wear it.
Nice.
And we can decorate them. We can make them so fun. We're gonna make them
Aw.
so fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I mean, you gotta make it good. So, I'm excited.
That's what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do.
And they like them. Like when they come in, they're like, "Okay, what classes do I want today?" Because I've got like 15 different colors.
Love it.
Well,
Yikes.
that's kind of your area, anyways, for sure.
Where is
That's what
here?
they have like
Uh,
disgusting like
North
driving
and
laws
Norway.
and stuff like that. Like they can like really
Hmm.
like to get a driver's license in that area of the world is like way harder compared to like everywhere else. And that's why they produce so many fucking rallycross drivers and rally drivers and F1 drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think they're looking at doing fines like pretty much nationwide in different places depending on your municipalities. But it's different like in your own residence and like company under certain people were under 10. So
yeah, there's not supposed to be any gatherings over like 10 people. But we kind of pushed that limit a couple weeks ago at the Tour de Fat party a little bit, but
Yeah, but you're also outside.
Yeah, we're outside too.
Cops told Biden didn't give a shit.
I can
Yeah, they didn't
say
come over
from
at all.
like an honest perspective. In court, we're not breaking any rules yet. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay.
Do you hear that?
The judge wouldn't judge against us yet. That's all I'm saying.
So what language do you think they speak?
Yeah.
well, let's ask it.
Yeah. What's your
What,
What's your
language
primary
do you
language?
speak? You said your English wasn't that good, but I would guarantee it's a lot better than
Most of us say
Why?
it.
Yeah, half of Americans.
whatever, right?
Like he was like
You're
talking
not
to the tribals,
wrong.
and I was like, no, like this is pretty
great.
Yeah, pretty solid here.
This is good.
I would not have guessed. Had you not said that you thought your English was bad, I wouldn't have guessed it.
No,
Are they
2 beers.
Dutch up in there?
Norwegian.
2 beers in, no.
I'm not really sure.
Spelling looks like mine.
Norwegian.
Beer in.
Swedish?
Fine.
I skip vowels all the time.
There you go. You got it all covered.
Dope. You
Wow.
So yeah, I'm going to school for like 8 languages. It's cool. I'm like,
That's kind of that's the standard.
So you're a
European thing, though.
linguist.
There's so
I
many
speak
different
5
languages.
languages
Yeah,
too. I just made
that
up
is
4
true.
of them.
Learning all of them here, you're pretty.
yeah, here it's English or Spanish for the most part.
Well, French,
Which is
farther
fun-
north you go.
Well, that's fair too. Well, you're doing a good job. Like I said, it's better than probably half of my friends on Facebook.
Your English is a lot better than my Norwegian. That's for damn sure.
So I never got as people that like criticize somebody for speaking English and it
Right.
being their second language if they make minor
Right.
mistakes and stuff.
No, it's like, yeah, they
The fact that
learned
they're even
another
trying
language.
and learning another language. is-
Yeah, it's just those shitty white people.
Yeah, I only know enough in Spanish to go to the bathroom and get a beer.
What?
Cerveza,
my
baño,
name.
por
Talk
favor.
about someone's butt cheeks. About it.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
Punya, punya. Don't say that to anybody else. That's a joke.
That's fair.
Yeah, you have to
You all
manually-
speak. Everybody speaks in their
And then
native
speaking
language.
versus like
Yeah.
actually writing it down.
Well, luckily, like for most of those languages, the alphabet's pretty similar, whereas Russian is significantly different
It's
for
just
an alphabet.
I mean, it's a
symbols.
completely independent, like it
Yeah,
evolved
Cyrillic.
completely
Mhm.
independently from our language. So I've heard that Scandinavian languages and English are relatively easy to pick up if you know one of them.
Well, and that comes from English just being kind of like the catch-all of like all languages in Europe. Is it kind of like just like formed all together? You know, from it's a Germanic language originally, but we had with it adding Spanish and French and all those words into it as well.
Russian's hard. Chinese is like
Yeah, I don't speak Mandarin.
because it's not
dude.
even like the whole like the concept of what a word is a completely different thing. It's a sung language instead.
Yeah.
Right? So the tones matter. Also, like you can say if you like accent one letter over another or one sound over another, it means like a completely different thing. It's kind of crazy.
No, we don't get offended
No,
over
no,
it.
you
We
can,
are not
you can
offended.
keep rolling on that. And
Yeah.
we also have two presidents.
Yeah,
We make
funny
it-
how
we-
that works.
We make jokes about it all the time.
Das Putin and
That's
Das
all
Donald.
that it is.
We're a joking kind of people.
Yeah, that's all.
We're pretty real over here. We
Oh.
we don't really have a whole lot of, we might have to wear face masks, but we're not stupid.
Well, you're talking to 8 people
Well, I'm-
out of 300 million.
Speak for yourself. Wait.
Oops.
All we do is talk shit. Me and Travis was having this discussion earlier. Where it was like, that's like as a friend group, that's what we do is we talk shit.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
You can't, if you can't handle the heat, you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
Yeah. That's
For fun.
half of what I know what to do is just talking shit.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless some people can handle it. Which happens. Apparently you've been filled in.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Oh, that's right. You're probably
You
on
were
the
sitting
couch.
behind me when that happened. But yeah, no, it was that's just kind of what it is. Like, I don't know. It's like Seth when he like first met me had to like ask people if I liked him or
Does
not.
Dick hate me?
Yeah. That
Has he,
actually
has he
happened.
punched you in the face yet? No. Okay, then you're good.
So true story.
You're good.
I didn't know this guy's name wasn't Dick for a long time because he was a dick. And then one time, years after we've been friends, someone told me your name was Nick, and I did not believe it.
And you're like, who?
It's
This
'cause-
whole time, I was supposed to be
Okay.
checking his ID.
Yeah, because it was Wingate
Still
created
no
my
clue.
Facebook, and then everybody learned that my name wasn't Richard or Dick.
Do you know,
It's Nicholas.
do you know Doug Paul, Dougie Fresh?
What?
No, he was one of Bert and his best friends.
If he played at Blitz, then yeah.
Yeah, no, there was this one event, he was just screaming, Big Bird, move to S2, Big Bird, and this guy's like, his name's not Big Bird, it's Scott, and he's like, no, it's Big Bird.
It's Big Bird
I know
now.
he is, he's my best friend. Big Bird, get your fucking ass up and move.
Luckily, that's not gonna happen.
They're not gonna be able to get his hair
Fake
right.
news.
Somebody's
You
gonna go-
you
somebody's gonna go
can't
up there
carve
for 5
hair
years
like
and-
that. It's
and
not
paint his
happening.
fucking face orange.
It'd be funny if they put one that use like an orange rock for his face.
Yeah, they're going
You have
down,
to transfer
they're going down
red
a
rocks
crazy horse
into
and bringing
Mount
rock up
Rushmore.
to put him on top.
But then you also have to like find a plant that will look like his hair, so when the wind changes direction, it'll
It's
just
just-
kinda-
some
They'll
dead,
just chisel
some
out
dead
some
swale grass up there. That
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Use a little bit of iron in the hair so it turns orange.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. It's gonna be copper. We're just gonna.
It's like it's
copper
like
on it.
white behind with like then they put it on the front and it's all cracking and stuff.
When it
So
rusts and
funny.
you see the green come through.
Yes.
Oh, he's just, that's money.
I'm actually like surprised what they've done with like the area around Mount Rushmore in the last like 10 years. I don't know if you've got like we went up there like a few years back, but like you know when I was a
Crazy Horse,
kid,
you mean?
no like Mount Rushmore like all the stuff in front of it
Oh yeah.
because like it wasn't like that.
The dog's
Forever
in
and
the
ever.
bathroom for a reason,
Anybody need anything?
so you know.
I think I'm Gucci.
He's an asshole.
Dog's an asshole.
Well, you can only go
He's
downstairs.
currently
I
being
couldn't
an
go upstairs,
asshole.
so.
Yeah, the upstairs is clean.
What do you do?
I took some of your beef jerky sticks to Estes Park today.
And?
He decided to eat my backpack.
And?
He ate
I
your
don't have any
backpack?
beef jerky sticks, and I have a fucking hole this big in my favorite backpack.
Oh.
Like, straight through. Like, it was open. I got back in the truck, like, oh, cool. Oh, shit, smells like beef jerky, you motherfucker. Things unzipped, but there's a hole on the other side to get to it. And it's like a pretty new $200 backpack, and I was just like, I'm not happy with you, boo. You're gonna go in the bathroom tonight.
This other
Yes.
shit goes in the console.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have a center console in my truck.
Hey, it's an 85-pound pit bull. It's gonna fucking
Like,
tear it whatever it wants.
I locked him into a bathroom in my brother and sister-in-law's house during our 4th of July so we could go watch fireworks. Solid core door, came home.
Ate through it.
He's sitting on the bed, blood everywhere. And I'm like, oh my god, what happened? Are you okay? And I look over and there's a fucking hole in the door. And my
Hey.
brother-in-law will not let that one go. And he's got splinters in him and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude. You must have been so scared. He chewed his way under a fucking door. Until he got so stuck that it's a 100-year-old house on, like, F Street in Salida. And he, like, panicked and was able to unlock the door without turning the knob. Because he just drove through it. I don't know. That's a mystery. I would have loved to have, like, a game cam on that one. Be like, oh! But it's like I got a kennel in there that lasts, like, about a minute and a half after you leave. And he just, if you hit the door full speed, it just blows open.
I remember like when I first went to the house next door and he kept fucking opening the door to downstairs and then going and piss on my bed.
Oh man.
I had to buy him a bedspread because of that.
Yeah, he just fucking. I was like, so we just like changed the doorknob and look, we like couldn't
He
figure out
hasn't
that
learned
one.
knobs yet. Yeah, it just pulls.
But yeah, he was always down there just like fucking being an asshole. I'm like, bitch, I feed you. Yeah,
He's a lot better now, but that was like his panic days. I'm getting my bed pissed on by locking him in that bathroom, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, you're fucked at this point. I'm closing the downstairs door so we can't do it.
Yeah,
to
there's
me
a
also.
reason we got rid of everything's a knob. He hasn't learned to turn. I did all these nice handles,
He
and
can
then
just
we had
open
to
that
start
shit.
we had to start going back to knobs after I redid the whole house because it's like fucking dog knows how to open doors.
Smarter than you think.
That's how I know I'm getting my bed pissed on. Lock me in the bathroom, just wait until you walk away. Give me 2 minutes and I
Yeah.
fucking drink in the bathroom. I'm drinking. I closed the toilet for that reason. Like, I
I'm
know
gonna
you're
drink
just
your
drinking
toilet
that
water
shit.
and then go
Just
pee
to
all over
piss
your
on
bed.
your
with-
bed, bitch.
He is that dog. He definitely gets scorned for sure. Like, he cracks me up.
He's probably still like, when's dinner? Well, you already ate dinner, motherfucker. It's the backpack a minute ago. A pound of beef sticks. Like, what else am I? I'm hoping it's just piss. I'm okay with
You're
piss,
gonna
but
have
what
a
do you?
gnarly shit.
I know, dude.
Right?
Who repainted? Oh, Baloo, you repainted my room. Fucking power washer, and then it's gonna drain down into Nick's room.
Oh.
You
Yeah, I didn't
mental
think about
image
that.
one way
Drop
too
some
much.
pee in it.
You know that your bed's above my bed, so.
Gross. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like my dog sometimes has an ass juice problem. And like his glands will just, do their thing.
Man, that's like the
Glands
best
are
way you
bad,
can say
that's
that,
the
and also the
worst.
most disgusting way you can say that.
But it's
I'm gonna have
absolutely the most accurate way
It's you.
to say
It's a
that.
perfect way of saying it
This
nicely.
ain't like
but
orange
it
juice.
sounds so much grosser. Ass juice.
It's
Ass juice.
Okay, so what's the technical term? Because I don't know that.
Anal gland
Anal leakage.
leakage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
It
happens.
sounds worse when you say it like just like that, but like ass juice is like sounds way grosser.
It's really gross though. Like
I believe it.
it's bad,
Sounds like the
man.
next Cardi B song.
It is. Somebody call her. Who's got Twitter?
We got an idea.
Not me.
I got some Fred ass juice.
Somebody tag her in this post. Oh my God. On the man side, yeah, that makes sense.
I think it wholly depends on who they're closer to is kind of the thing. Because there's definitely like some animals that are like much closer like to one person or the other when it comes to like the bedside. So like,
I also think it's the sex of the animal. You can't say sex and gender anymore. You gotta say sex.
you can say whatever you want.
2020.
What's that?
I don't know. It really depends on like who they're closer to. On that one.
That was the days. Now he'd probably piss on the other side, but he's not happy right now.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be happy either if I was locked into a bathroom and had no way of knowing what I did earlier was incorrect.
Yo, he fucking knew, dude. He knew the second I walked in the car and I looked at him, he fucking went to the back seat and buried himself under it. He knew what the fuck he did.
What did he do?
Ate a pound of fucking Evan's beautiful beef sticks
And a
out
pound
of
of
the back of my
backpack.
backpack and a half pound of backpack.
And he ate your backpack?
Yeah.
He went through the backpack to get the beef
Oh,
sticks.
well.
The plastic's gone. The backpack's gone. The beef sticks are.
Well, who's the
About to
person
be
who
ex-
left the bag of beef jerky
I
in the
stopped
car
at my
with a
sister's
dog?
house for 15
That's
minutes.
a supreme compliment. Your beef jerky.
Right?
That is like
The dog was willing to eat the back.
the
He's
whole
like,
thing.
oh man,
I
something in that
cannot
bag.
wait.
whatever
Worth
it is
it.
mine.
He was probably like that. He's
Did it.
probably sitting in there. Roof, worth it. Worth it.
He's gonna have the shit so bad.
Fucking, that's the other reason.
That's
he's
all
in
your
the
fault.
bathroom.
That's
I mean,
all
the
your
thing is,
fault.
it's pretty much strictly all natural, so it should be alright.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shit in it. I mean, it's all protein.
Right, with that much
That's also
protein
a lot
in
of
one
protein.
He's
dosage
not used
with a
to it.
dog
Oh,
who's
yeah.
not used to it, that's gonna mess with his
I never
stomach.
eat McDonald's. If I eat McDonald's right now, I'm gonna get the shits.
Well,
Same thing.
Well, especially
Yeah,
with
and
him too, because like
Sticks are
if it was like one of the two
Freckles
Cockerspaniels
big.
that used to live here, they would eat
Freckles
everything
big.
and not have issues. It was kind of crazy. Like one time they got in the trash can with all the shisha, didn't have a problem. I don't know how.
You mean piss?
I'm gonna get both.
Taking a leak. Leak is the same thing. You're right. There you go.
But it's gonna be the anal.
He's
But all the leakage. You
The
do
juice.
that in the wind, it's going right back at you.
Don't piss.
It's interesting. Supposedly the hardest thing about English is learning all of
The slang.
the slang.
Well, and
that
this,
kind of thing.
that
Like,
thing, like,
he's doing pretty good with
most
that.
languages
Considering
don't
that's
have
the hardest part of the language.
generic
He's
term
using
like that.
leak, right? Not in the actual, the correct
Right.
language.
Well,
I
there's
still
so much
struggle
of it
with
too,
the
and it's all
spelling of
regional and shit
duh.
too, and like
Mhm.
especially where he's at, it's like a leak is like probably like a different like scenario from like England versus like here. But like their slang is also much
I have
wilder.
issues working with people in the UK for that reason. Same thing with Australia.
Yeah.
It's just
Sure.
sometimes we're saying the same thing and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Sure.
Serbia. Keep
And then you
passing
talk
to
about the
Serbia,
South.
And you're like, a napkin.
Same country.
A
Still have
napkin?
no idea what you're talking about.
Duh.
I don't think anybody in this room cares about any word that we say. We definitely just said wet ass leakage.
We just, I am a lady and I said ass juice.
She's just not wearing her cunt shirt or whatever it says.
Yeah, Amanda found this one shirt. It was like cunt, so I bought it for her. And it's like
It's like a Care Bear shirt,
Oh.
and then it says cunt.
It's
fantastic.
it's so good.
It's the best shirt ever.
Saw that
Oh
and
my
it's on
gosh.
Bandos.
I miss
done.
Lisa and her tattoo. She had
Yeah.
"I'm a cunt" tattooed on her foot.
But it
All
was
very
free.
elegant. Very elegant. It was very beautifully done. And then
New
people would be
Roman.
like, "Oh, what's your tattoo?" It was the coolest looking little foot tattoo. And then you like look at it and read it and it says, "Oh."
Well,
I'm a
especially
cunt.
in this country, like cunt is like such like a bad word.
Which I mean it is.
Like-
I mean it is.
If you go, but like you go like to any other English speaking country. and
I'm
cunt's,
working
like,
for an
average.
Aussie
Right.
right now, and every 4 oh, this fucking cunt, this fucking
Right.
door is
Yeah.
a fucking. Whoa, bro.
I mean
I like it. But
derogatory
it's
is
kind of like.
derogatory.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how you're talking. I mean, if you're calling somebody a cunt, like you might just get kicked in the cunt.
Oh, it's firmly like if I'm mad at somebody that I don't know, it's my first word.
That's
Not
your
about-
first word.
Oh yeah. Like,
That's your first
if
word.
I almost get hit by people with like in their cars, I'm like, hey, like you know, like
Don't
I was
be a
here,
cunt.
like you know, I'm riding my bike or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then they're like, you shouldn't be on the road.
That's when he yells right before he face plants.
Cunt!
That's like my 90-mile-per-hour word.
Yeah.
See,
If
I
I'm
don't
really
know,
pissed
man.
off, that's the word I go
No,
to.
that's if I want them to be madder than I
Like,
am.
if I just want to
It's like
Drive ass
immediate.
turkeys.
I
I've
think it's-
tried really hard not to be an ugly person, but man, you don't put baby in the corner. That's don't do
Listen,
that.
Linda, listen.
Oh man.
Yeah, t-shirt
Oh
version.
man. Yeah.
It's this.
I have a mouth. Oh, it's precious.
It's a precious.
Have you seen it?
You should wear that for an ugly sweater party.
Right?
It's pretty great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was the other one that I got?
What's
you
the
too?
worst one for a
You
dude?
another,
if
another
cunt's
one?
that?
Yeah. It says fuck you, fuck,
No, that's
fuck.
generally when I use cunt, like a guy a cunt.
Well, I got one that has it's from like a band called Stack
That's
Like
what she
Pancakes.
The prom date
It's like-
flashbacks.
It's
That's
like
a
shit,
story.
shit, damn fuck or something like that. It's fucking ridiculous.
What story do you have about ass juice and prom dates?
It's actually my
Yeah,
profile.
your problems might be different than ours.
Yeah, no, that sounds about like prom, bro.
What prom did you have?
2003.
Apparently a good one.
I
Oh,
saw
man.
that.
Or to some people.
There was one prom that I went
the
to,
hallway for a reason.
and there was a hypnotist there, and there's like a good that as part of the after prom, and he was so good. There were so many people that were totally just shut down doing whatever he wanted.
Did
It was
you
the
drink
crazy thing.
tea.
I
The mushroom tea.
For my
no, not at that time.
No,
for my
I'm just
after
saying.
party, they did
Fuck
like gambling
people up.
The
or
green,
whatever, and they had like a hypnotist or whatever.
the big.
And
The
they were
big
doing like
green.
poker and blackjack
What
and
year
stuff.
was this?
2005.
Rocky Mountain?
No.
I'm from San Diego.
Oh, okay, because they did the same thing 2005 at Rocky Mountain.
That's like the common go-to. Anyways, at the time, me and my friends were running like an underground gambling ring. So like
Nice.
God,
we
this
had
sounds
like
like
people
such like a Tyler thing to
that were
do.
like going. So we had people that were already 18. They were going to school to be blackjack dealers and stuff. So
one can
we
just
went
get
to this
coleslaw.
event and like just gave that dude all of our tokens or money or whatever, and he made bank.
That's what I remember.
And
it's
then
just-
we won, and there were raffle tickets that we won. So you got like 10 raffle tickets. You could use those to bet and stuff, and then you get more raffle tickets. And we had like 600 raffle tickets, whereas like half in the thing, and we won like most of the prizes.
That's
at the
what I
end of the
remember.
night.
We were doing a lot of that, and it
'Cause
was
we
just
just
like
gave
all
it.
in.
We gave
all
him
in.
everything, and then he'd play poker, and he'd just like push everybody out
Oh shit! I'm winning.
because he had so much.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I remember playing craps at
underground gambling.
Davis High School graduation and just taking everybody's and just keep moving chips across the board and just like now I feel guilty because he doesn't know I know how to gamble, and it's like some
It happens.
parent just dealing and it's like
Yeah.
move that fire bet. Okay, I'll take all these.
Do you want to talk about it?
Is that implying you don't get pissy either?
I find it
Always
hilarious
a
that
treat.
it's like
My
6
preschool one has
a.m.
400
there.
likes.
Like what time is it in Norway?
I've only been launched
It's about
for 2
what,
weeks.
8-9
It has
hours
to be-
ahead.
You want to sponsor the podcast?
It's got to be.
That
at
would
least
be
8
horrible.
ahead.
Yeah. You're really bad.
No, thank
maybe
you.
not.
You're fine for us.
My woodcraft
5
business,
a.m. there.
yes, absolutely.
that'd be
I'll
good.
make
So-
shirts, and we could all wear my shirt. It'd be
Still
hilarious.
awake.
my gosh.
I support you, dude.
Just because it's 3 out of 4, it's not an even split.
I like this guy.
Hey, that's a solid C where I'm from. That's passing.
Hey, you're not counting the
It was
curve.
the best.
It's probably a
I
B
think we've
plus.
had in a
It's a B
while.
plus. We're
Oh.
talking Tennessee, okay?
Okay.
We're going
so
Bama
that's-
on
That's the
this.
kind
We're
of
going
test that
B
has a
plus.
rated question, though.
Right.
The first 3 are worth a point. The last one's worth 6.
Right.
So
Well, you know,
It's a weighted
sometimes-
score.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
that was the essay question. And he just
Oh,
left it
well,
blank.
then.
You skipped it. That was on the back of the last
I
page.
got your name. Your name. It's on the top of the test.
Failed.
A+, but
Failed. There was a test in school that my teacher, like this was middle school, she made us all sweat, like for this big old exam. No notes, no nothing. She's like, make sure you read the exam.
Yeah,
Tested
5
it
in the
like
morning.
crazy. And then I go to
Are
read the
you
exam. It
just
says,
getting up or
put your
going to
name on the
bed now?
test and turn it in.
Yes.
And that was it. Ace the test.
Wow.
Come on.
and we
I'm okay
only
with
had
that.
a 75% pass rate.
Still, some people were sitting there like sweating bullets, like trying to answer these questions. I'm like,
This is a trick question.
put your fucking name on the test.
Right.
Hardest test I ever took was a 3-week-long take-home test, and we could
3
ask
weeks?
anybody. We could do anything. It was in college.
Mm.
You could go to professors and ask. He encouraged you to go to professors and ask them,
Mhm.
and the average was like 30%.
How many questions were on the test?
One.
What was the question?
It,
They
it
get
was like some
30% on
control
one
theory
What
question.
is
Yeah, how
the
do you get
meaning of
30%
life?
Because it was.
42.
He basically pulled something out of what he was researching,
Mm.
and it was like something that him and his like grad students and postdocs were stuck on, and he made that the question, and then
Oh,
he wanted
Jesus.
to like
He was looking for,
It's
An
a
answer.
so it
trap.
was like a
Yeah.
real world problem,
right.
and then he wanted to see like what your thought process was, what your approach was, like how far you got on it or whatever. But
Sure.
like there were people going like to their labs, like I was one of them. I went and like asked this like pretty well regarded professor in dynamics, and like
Mm-hmm.
he helped, but he had like no clue because he wasn't a control person. Asked the grad students, they get a little further, like nobody answered it.
What
but
time is it here?
It was hard.
It
People
is
spent like
9:10
way too
p.m.
much time on that.
here.
Or 2100.
It's stressful.
Nice.
So you're having a vacation?
Staycation?
Nice.
So do you live on the island alone, or is this like an island with other houses on it, with other people? He just said he lives on like a
Considered
small
an
island.
Maybe it's his
Dope.
island.
Your own
Well, that's what
fucking
I'm
island?
wondering. Is if like, is he the
Yeah.
only person on the island right now because his family's?
Oh, that's yeah.
Still pretty small, little
That's
village
really
scenario.
small.
Do you think that things are weird on the island?
Dude, if it's on 300 people and they get 5,000 for not wearing a mask, that's
Well, I'm just wondering if, because if it's an isolated, is this
Yeah,
isolated
trying to keep it.
community? I don't know. Is it, like,
Pretty hard to be
weird,
like, "No, it wasn't me."
subcultural-
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
You're
they
like,
were the
"Nah, I
neighbor."
left the island.
All the neighbors are already pointing at you.
Yeah.
You fuck.
Right? Yeah, totally.
I'm curious what
Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
the motivation is.
Just,
Like, is it a fishing village
Dang.
or whatnot?
What'd you get?
Big old
This is
piece.
Rosie.
There were 200 people that graduated in my
Yeah,
small towns
I would-
class, like my high school small towns class.
Which
That's
is funny
more.
because that was almost as many people that graduated from Loveland
It is
High
what it
when I
is.
graduated.
It's Rosie.
Yeah.
I
The
think we
riveter.
had like 360.
She helped us win
Yeah.
World War II.
Windsor
Yeah.
had 300.
We had almost double that.
Yeah,
I've always
no, I had
been a
the, I had the
girl.
smallest class
I don't make
graduation
it.
in 2004 that Loveland had seen since like 1982.
So are you Mormon?
Not in the open.
There were 20.
Small island, that's hard
Sounds
to say.
like Alabama. You'll get
Ain't
along
nobody
great.
sleeping my,
You can
my
move over
sister
here, no
unless it's
problem.
Me.
There were 3,000 people at my high school.
That's
Really?
fucking ridiculous.
That's mine was about like that too.
1500.
Yeah, Denver, I guess, was up.
Graduating class for my. Had I graduated, I think it was.
I guess Loveland High really wasn't that far behind either.
It was like 900 or something.
Huge.
Courtney's was
Classes.
19 with 300 in the whole entire town. My little sister graduated from a class of 19.
19.
She went to Canada to play like elite hockey, where they bring.
Eh?
They have the best fucking women's hockey team in like all of Canada, and they would bring girls in from all around the world, don't you know?
Oh yeah, don't you
And
know?
yeah, they had the best
I don't.
team. Like, it was 19. It was crazy.
I don't know.
But they also threw them in a senior cake party where the grown-ups threw it. You got wristbands. You could hand them out to your friends. And as long as you brought your empty can back, the adults gave you another beer can. And it was
That's
on
pretty
someone's
sweet.
farm. And it was just, we took your keys when you came in. You're not leaving. We know that because nobody can leave because there's fucking nothing near Warner, Alberta. Within 100 miles. So they had like
drone
quality
vid,
control.
sweet.
And it was a fucking sick party. Band. It was a fun time.
For classes, I like the smaller schools. I've done the big school, small school. Just big schools. I like the small experience better.
Well, yeah, because
300
My
get
best,
more.
my best school experience was junior college, by far, because we'd have like 6 people in our classes. And
Yeah,
stuff. You get that relationship with the professor. Also, a lot of the professors or the teachers had like real world experience.
Hopefully
As
that's
opposed to
your
being
kind of
like
beer.
purely academic.
Right.
They like would work
It's
full
really good.
time and then come to teach
Smells good.
class after school or whatever, or after work. And I like that.
I was lucky in some of the classes I had in college because I went to a private college too, and some of them had like a bunch of real world experience, things like that. And there was other ones that were like teaching subjects they definitely should not have been. And I was like, cool. I remember like I had a. It's always super dangerous to click these, but we're gonna click it real quick.
It's on YouTube.
Do it
We're
for
feeling-
science.
We're feeling brave.
We're feeling
I like how it
brave.
says YouTube. It's in the URL. YouTube.
Whoa.
Have you seen
That's beautiful, dude.
That is
That's
pretty
incredible.
That is awesome.
We're going to his house for one podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you host?
host
Next time she's off island.
Oh my
We're there.
gosh.
We are so there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is super dope.
Water,
Oh
dude.
my gosh.
So that means there's only like probably roughly 100 households, right?
How many
Yeah.
Or
On
less,
the
yeah.
island.
Probably
Wow.
100 households, but 100 actual
gosh.
families or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
can see like
saying.
the
Like,
big city there.
if there's roughly
So-
3 people per
Oh my gosh.
house,
That's our biggest
Right.
building.
How blue the water is crazy.
I
Yeah,
know.
dude, just look
That
at
is
all the waterways,
beautiful.
though.
relationship
Oh my
status for the
goodness.
island too? Like, is it like 2 big families?
Yeah. You
Is
can
it
get
your dad's
everywhere on
family?
a small
Oh,
boat.
it's
dude.
very possible.
A speedboat would take you like
Wow.
right to the
There's
island.
no Scandinavian.
It's-
That
that's
is
his-
That is
awesome.
incredible.
It's possible.
thanks for sharing
Thanks.
that.
Very
That
cool.
was
Oh my
awesome.
gosh,
Very
that is
cool.
so cool.
It's always dangerous to click on those links though.
Because it could be
Right?
Cardi
Highly
B.
doubt it.
We shouldn't do
considering
it,
My
but
family's
fuck it.
fucking running in San Diego.
I was waiting for the never gonna give you up.
Yeah, but actually,
Yeah.
there was one going around this week where like he died, and it was totally. I didn't click it. I just knew already.
Right.
Go back when you're done. There you
I knew already that it was like, don't click that. He didn't die at 54 years old.
Yeah.
And
Don't
that's a
need that.
troll.
go. Ruth Gator.
Yeah,
Ruth died
that was
today.
like when we first started this podcast. We had all those kids from Mixer, like throwing all
I
sorts of
don't
weird
follow
shit at us.
that.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
40
Dude, the
bucks.
first like
The Mixer was nuts.
the Mixer
dude.
was wild. We were actually getting a pretty good following on Mixer, but that shit was. They were like sending us like weird shit. Like I don't know what it was about that community,
The only
but
nice thing is when that died, so did the butt chug. So
it'll never die. Interesting.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
That's interesting, I guess too. Like there's this.
So you don't own the land? So if you build a house,
This land is your land.
Yeah, this land is my land.
And it's similar in the UK. You can do that too. Like at least in the like the rural areas, you can cross. Like you can go over fences and things, and it's kind of like a.
Their trail system for like biking and like hiking and all that stuff is basically allowed to. You just go through fields. They just put like gates on them, so you can just like go through random fields. In the UK.
Interesting.
Wow.
The islands.
That's incredible. Wow, that's fascinating.
So how big is the island? It was kind of hard to tell from the video. It looked, I don't know.
50 miles, 75 miles.
Yeah, like how many kilometers across
Square.
or lengthwise or whatever? I would guess like maybe 50.
At most, I'd say like 25 to 30 long, and then it looked like 15 to 20 wide. But that's.
Which
Yeah.
mall?
We could be waiting here.
You
for
talking
2
miles or
hours.
kilometers?
Oh,
To
really?
walk?
So it's
Wow.
like 4 miles.
So it's like
Wow.
3 miles.
Yeah.
That's so,
So it's
cool.
what 5 kilometers? So
Yeah.
about 5 kilometers long.
5K. That's what it would be.
I bet everybody's
For a
Give
fast
or
one.
Yeah, roughly 5K.
Actually, probably
And
less.
it's like I
Fast
lapped that
walk.
thing in
Yeah,
minutes.
maybe 4
Right.
You
kilometers.
have to couple the islands.
4 to 5 kilometers.
Wow.
I call that a warm up, and then I run.
Well, for Amanda, definitely.
Amanda's running
Right now,
laps.
right now for me, a 5K would probably be a little bit of a hefty scenario, but haven't been on my bicycle too much.
It's lunch.
I miss all the fun dumb runs we used to do.
I know having like no races to train for this year, kind of like.
It's like the Spartan and stuff's always fun, but then you have like there's a glow foam one
Hey.
that was a blast.
We're going to Nebraska next weekend.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
Yeah,
There's a 5K, don't worry.
there's a 5K.
What is it?
There's a 5K.
I
half,
imagine
and a
it's
full.
very
I was
peaceful
supposed to
there.
do a half, but my foot's
It
messed up
looks amazing.
pretty bad, so I don't know if it's gonna happen or not.
Have you guys watched the documentary about the Barkley Marathon?
Mhm.
The Barkley race?
What a
That shit's
devastating
crazy.
race.
More like a rollerblading 5K.
It's like a.
Well, there you go.
It's considered.
5K derby?
I mean,
ultramarathon.
3 miles is still
Nobody
a mile
actually
on a
knows how
fucking
long
road
it is
5K
because it
roller
changes
derby?
every year, and there's no set course. So they effectively take you out. You don't even. It's not even clear how you get into it. There's like you have to answer this like scavenger hunt, right? And answer this question to get the location and the start date. Then you show up, and the race starts anywhere over like a 24-hour period.
Cold.
When this dude just like
Sometimes.
decides to
Can we
blow
get
an
a
air
hoodie?
horn, and then
No,
the race
thank
just
you.
starts. So you just have to be
Appreciate
awake and ready. And then it's 5 laps through the forest to hit different checkpoints. And the only thing you get is a map.
Wow. So do you guys get away with murder?
So you have to just follow this map and you go through all these checkpoints, and you have to collect pages out of these books that he's hidden in the forest, effectively. So people go in, they get
That's a
kidnapped,
pretty silly way to go about
they
it.
get
I
rescued
never
and
did
stuff.
see
And
such
then
a
every
trailer.
lap they do, they reverse direction. So you do four regular laps where you go one way, then you turn around and you do the other. And the idea is that it takes like 12 hours to do each direction. So you do one direction during daytime and one direction during nighttime. And then the last one is called like the fun run, where the first person that goes picks the direction they want to go, and then every other person alternates going through it. But it's like you have a week to finish it, and like 4 people in the past.
See, this goes along with I was bred to be a big fat drunk.
I love
Because,
that
like,
documentary. I don't run, but
Norwegian,
I love
English,
that
Irish.
documentary.
Yeah, we have this
It's just
hobby
Yeah.
So bizarre.
of making fucking 100 proof.
That's called
Killer.
gasoline.
We use that to run our
Red
videos.
Bull.
I bet it does.
Whatever.
We got a couple jars of
But-
that too sitting here on the table.
You know that's so if
I'm
you,
kind of surprised it lasted after last because there were so many people here last
I
year.
know.
if you get that like trifecta badge going, you can get that triangle plaque. But have you ever looked at what the corners are? If you want those,
Yeah, they're the edges.
the hurricane heats.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's that 12-hour hurricane heat where you just follow a Spartan like rep through the obstacle course however they want to do it for 12 hours.
Yeah, no thank you.
There's a 12-hour, a 6-hour, and then the last one It was like some crazy day-long shit.
I had enough of Spartan races after the World Championships.
Well, that was also like the hardest Spartan race as far as their setup.
Yeah, it's
Because it is the World Championship.
Yeah, that was a difficult race, especially twisting my ankle at fucking mile 8. I was fucked.
Ooh.
And then like right after I twisted.
That's when you guys did the 15-mile one, wasn't it?
So yeah, it was 13.7, I think. Scotty D does. I think the rest of us kind of.
I like to watch a good game.
Go
It doesn't
Broncos.
matter
I think
necessarily
everybody else-
like
Go Broncos!
a good game is a good game.
Yeah, football's
Yeah,
fun.
whatever.
Bad game sucks.
I'll go to a game.
I like
I like
going
to see
to
like
game.
Sunday
I like
shit
yeah,
that
I like a
sucks.
good game. I
Especially
prefer
college
to
football.
watch hockey.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I'm watching
Amanda likes
sports, I
NFL.
prefer to watch hockey.
Yeah. It's
Hockey's
not surprising that she does.
And play
She's
hockey.
super-
Or
Her family,
baseball.
they're,
Baseball's
like,
fun.
diehard Steelers
Going to a
fans.
baseball game is probably one of my favorite things.
Baseball's okay on TV. I like baseball like in person.
Oh my god.
We love Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's special.
He almost came here.
This Norwegian guy.
What?
Smiles
Yeah.
knows more about American football. than I
Oh,
do.
that'd been special.
Like the most hated person in Denver.
I know.
And he almost, they considered it.
All of my
This is
my
what I'm
Patriot
saying.
friends, the only people I know who are Patriots fans are girls.
Yep.
Like, and it's because of
Or
Tom
they're
Brady.
from Massachusetts.
I mean,
Is he a
he's
moron? Why
right
did he
there.
use all the Super Bowl rings on one hand? I think
Sorry, bro.
you're right on both accounts.
Ryan.
Why did you do this?
I fucking have a bunch of friends from Boston and I don't love it.
What's your what? What's the problem?
Boston,
What's wrong with Boston?
Boston?
it's like close to Foxborough.
So is that a problem?
It's close to Foxborough, not Foxborough's close to Boston.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Wait.
I think Boston's been there longer, so
Yeah.
Foxborough will be close to Boston.
Boston's close to Foxborough.
Yeah.
That's so
That's the real
That's so
evil,
fucking
though.
dumb.
The real evil, though.
I didn't know that was the real evil.
You got to cheat to win. South Park nailed it. Belichick.
Jeez. Foxborough is the stadium that the Patriots play at.
Gillette
Gillette
is the
Stadium.
stadium that they play at, but
Alright. Alright.
you gotta know your hates.
I don't care is my thing. I
Same.
don't give a I know where they are, but like I don't give a shit about fucking. I like going to games just because it's fun. Get all the energy, like fucking jumped out there and doing the thing. But like, fucking, like he's, in Europe. If I was in Europe, I'd be like soccer games, like for sure. They have like 150,000 people stadiums and shit like that. They're like dwarf our NFL ones.
Do you watch American football?
Sounds like it. Maybe on Reddit.
Are the Patriots your team?
Well, they play. They play a game in like UK every once in a while.
Yep. Yep.
To a season.
Yeah,
I think
Keep
they
to
bring
Leave
them
was
over
just
there, but
playing there.
What?
Wasn't it Keep to Leave just playing there? Like, wasn't it a year or two ago? They all had like the American team over there playing, and a Keep to Leave was on that team.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they bring an
Playoffs.
NFL team.
Or he
in
was going to be on that
twice a year.
team, but then he was acting real special and couldn't go.
All I keep hearing is
Something like
Talib Kweli.
Yeah.
Talib Kweli is awesome.
And I want
From
to
High
hear
Tech
him. And I want to hear
or
him
Black
spit.
Star.
I can't wait for the new album to come out. It's gonna be so good. Because DJ Premier is like the main producer in it.
You get a tip, and you get a tip, and you get a tip.
So special.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the new Black Star fucking album. It's gonna be so good.
Speaking of,
Black Star. They
Yeah,
produce Very
nice.
good stuff.
this came with my
Did you get it today? Did you get it
came
recently?
with my new album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still thinking about buying one of the pink Run the Jewels albums. Put on my wall.
Is that 4? Just
Yep. 4 drops in,
Yep.
in June.
I just got the actual album a couple days ago.
Yeah, they just started like shipping them like a little while, like a couple weeks ago.
I don't know who I was watching. They were talking about that, and they were like, "Has anybody heard of Run the Jewels?" And I was like, "You're fucking kidding." It was like NPR or something. I was like, "What?"
Right?
Okay.
Like, and they've had like a Tiny Desk concert on NPR.
Okay.
Have, yeah. Mike
There's one YouTube channel that I watch that does like stereo gear reviews.
You're gonna have to get it probably a little louder, just cause the background noise over here.
So this one YouTube channel that I watch that does stereo gear reviews.
Yeah.
Probably like 6 months ago, they were reviewing this digital music player, and like they didn't mention anything in the actual review, but in the thumbnail, it showed the equipment, right, and like on the screen it had the RTJ3 album on it, and I was like, oh, that's badass. I just thought it was really cool because, like, I don't know, they're not like a name that you hear a lot about, you know?
Yeah, it's weird because
like mainstream anyway.
Yeah, like they're like just like sub mainstream. Like I really wanted to go to the concert where they opened for Lorde.
Right.
I really, like they toured with Lorde. Like her whole North American tour.
I love both of them. Like,
I don't think any of us are musically inclined enough to play in a band.
No.
I'm pretty terrible at guitar. I'm trying to learn. Does that count?
You in a band?
I'm in my own band.
I'm not in a band.
I'm in the
at
Dan
all.
band.
One man.
Dan, the one-man band?
I'm in the Dan band.
The one man Dan band.
I play a pretty good meat flute.
Ah, the old meat flute.
Yeah.
I mean that's a Scotty D band.
Amanda's probably the most musically inclined out of any of us.
I mean she did high school band.
Yeah.
Orchestra.
Just saw this
Same
kid today.
I'm a dork.
He was getting
Not a
disciplined. They did the 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do the do, re, me about to beat some ass if you keep this behavior.
So aggressive.
Well,
Where was
you've
this
seen
at?
little kids. It was at Chipotle.
Oh.
But that's what I'm gonna tell my kid. Instead of 1, 2, 3, it's gonna be do, re, me about to beat your ass if you keep this behavior up.
Oh my god. Man. Why does dumber and dumber shit come out of your mouth?
Dude, have a kid. You'll get it.
Remember
You're
when
not
we used to be
trying
able to go to shows?
I know. I mean, I had so many canceled like last fall anyways. I spent like, I had probably spent like $700 or $800 on like concert tickets, and I actually only got to see like 2 of the concerts
What?
I went to. Yeah, like the Black Star Gang one, and then it was canceled for a bit. Was the Schoolboy Q? Remember, we were supposed to go to T-Pain and DMX.
Yeah, and that got canceled, which that was lame because we wanted to go.
One of the
to
Brother
that.
Ali shows I was supposed to go got canceled.
Really?
Mhm. Well, he
What?
played at Black Star also,
Yeah.
but I was supposed to see him the night before also. And I didn't pay for that one. So
The Brother Ali
Yeah, it was just Brother Ali.
by himself.
Yeah,
Why didn't he play?
because he had like a cold or something. He sounded
A
no
cold.
he didn't sound very good when we saw him the next night.
He didn't sell enough tickets.
And that's a big problem with the Aggie too, also. But the one with Bubba Sparks and Ying Yang Twins got canceled.
Oh, that would have been a great
I
show.
wanted to go that one so
Yeah.
bad. There was
That was-
several others that like got canceled in there. What was the one we were gonna go see? Was Q-Tip got canceled?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's like a bunch of concerts, not
Yeah, that
just
was
one.
several
But yeah,
several shows.
I probably had probably 15 concerts canceled last fall.
Man.
But yeah, like, because like that's kind of like I'm like depressed because I can't like go see people play music.
I mean, Cervantes is still having shows, but like they have like on the patio.
It's also not like stuff I want to see either.
Well, I'm saying you could still see a show.
I mean, I can see a show right now. Right here. We're at a show.
Hey!
I'm honestly a little hurt by that.
What?
When I feel like, you're not enjoying our...
No, I enjoyed this a lot. This is why I like doing it.
You
But,
hurt Taylor's feelings.
Yeah, it's Friday night. You'd rather be at a show.
No, actually, I wouldn't.
How many times have you been to the U.S.?
I think the last time I went to a show was in March. We did the podcast, and then I went. It was also the night that I got roofied, so that
Special.
was the last concert I went to.
You got roofied this year?
I got roofied at Ned Ledoux of all country shows.
What? Ned Ledoux?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was at Scum Dance.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, straight up.
What?
You know, I went there. Last weekend I went out to a little buddy's birthday party. It's the third birthday party out in Sterling. On my way home, I went to the Sundance and I just watched people dance. I know that I just had a
That's
beer.
fine.
It was fun. It was cool. Just watch people tear it up. And a couple people walked, like some people who I watch dance, who can't dance, asked me if I wanted to dance, and I was like, no.
Not with you.
Yeah.
Not, like there was a guy, oh my gosh, well, and it was bad, but y'all, like there was this guy who was bouncing the whole time, like
Been on
he's
the other side of
two-stepping
that
bouncing,
situation.
and like
oh, I mean, that's me. I can't dance at all.
like,
I got 2 left feet.
Totally.
well, no, you
Yep.
can, no, you can dance, you can
No,
dance, you
I
can
literally
dance,
cannot.
like a two-step is easy. And you can do
Nothing
it.
is easy.
You can totally do
The
it. I
problem, though,
totally
I have
believe
no
you do it.
rhythm. I cannot
You can
dance.
totally do it. Can you count?
I can count.
Then you can do it.
Here's the problem, though.
You
But I
can
cannot,
count.
is the
You
thing.
totally
The
can.
big problem with Dan is he will not dance until like he's pretty liquored up.
Well, there's some shine on the table.
Dick's not wrong.
He doesn't
When is
try.
Dick wrong?
He doesn't try until like he's already like unable to
I'm
learn.
usually smashed by the time I even attempt.
Oh man, man.
That's
So
more of
funny.
the problem with that one.
Hey,
Mogatech can dance a little bit.
have you guys ever done contra dance?
Have you ever actually see me actually dance?
At the
No.
Club
Not like
Tico?
drunken bar dance.
Yeah, there's
Like swing dance or line dance or.
It's like-
No.
I can,
It's like
I can
square
throw that.
dance. It's kind of like square dancing.
Sure.
Contra? Like the Nintendo game?
Very different.
Up, down, down, left, right, EA.
Little cock
select.
No, it's like
Good the Canonico.
it's like it's kind of like square
Infinity
dancing.
guys.
It's a little higher energy, more upbeat. So usually,
Yeah.
or at least they used to. Right now, they're not doing it, obviously.
Is it kind of like a country like?
So it originated from square dancing, which was kind of the UK type of thing,
Okay.
and then the US took that, and then there's like northern contra and southern contra dancing. So usually there's like a fiddle that's
Oh.
involved, and they'll do like live music
Oh,
at Club Tico.
it's
Oh,
super
wait.
fast.
Are you allowed to play music? No.
Yeah, we got this
my
one wanted
fault.
to show us a video. That
This one,
It was a video.
right
It was
here.
a really dumb video.
It's a very dumb
Hilarious.
video.
I was thinking
Dumb video.
buttermilk biscuits.
Oh.
Or.
Yeah.
Is it that? Square dance.
Square dance with
rap?
me. Yeah.
Square dance rap?
Yeah. Come square dance with me.
Yeah. That's buttermilk biscuits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she showed us this video of like this bullshit thing, but it happened to be like on the dude's album, and Warner Music Group fucking hit a copyright strike against us.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Travis is
Do they must have just have
Who's
bots
Travis?
It is. It's
that
botted. Yeah, there it is.
also
No,
bots
that's not
are the reason I couldn't buy a 30
Oh, you can. Aw, that's awesome.
Wait, what?
You did the cowboy cha-cha.
The cowboy
We did
cha-cha.
what?
Yeah. Cowboy Cha-Cha was like
That's
did what?
awesome. That's so cool.
It was a bit different because at that point, I mean, she has this like big dress on,
Mhm.
and she's pregnant, so I gotta like kind of keep my distance, but
Right,
be close enough just to like spin her, and
right.
it was fun though.
That's so fun.
Our wedding was fun.
That's awesome. Weddings should be fun.
I know, I wasn't told about it until like I already had plans. And a plane ticket.
You know the story.
That explains his
I know
walk.
the
He is a
story.
cowboy. You cowboy, huh?
There's a lot of, not right now, but there's a lot of good
I got boots and
dancing
hat in
stuff
my
at
closet.
events in Fort Collins. Like almost every day of the week, there's something you can do.
Just
Yeah.
not right now.
Just
We
not
did
now.
I used to go up. Oh, what's the name of the place next to Walrus? Mexican
Rio?
restaurant Rio.
And do the salsa dancing.
Salsa dancing up there.
Oh,
We used to
yeah.
do that a lot.
I'm really good at leading salsa.
I suck at salsa
I like
dancing.
salsa.
To eat.
It's
Yeah.
my mouth, like the cha-cha, because you just kind of go
Source.
like this. That's like my default dance move, anyways.
Nice.
Just shake your ass. That's your default
Yeah, you
dance.
just go like
He
Yeah.
likes to take the rose
You
and
should
put
be
it
on
in
the
his
next
mouth.
Cardi B. It's all the shoulders.
The contra is my favorite though, because it's like there's live music and it's
Yeah.
organized dancing. It's fun. It's really
Country
good
dancing
workout
is
too.
it's fun. It's so fun.
It's easy to pick up, and if you don't know what you're doing, you basically get thrown to where you're supposed to go anyway, so you don't really need to know anything.
Mhm.
Like the better you kind of, because it's a communal dance, like you get kind of fit in like a puzzle.
I love
So
line
it's fun.
dancing. Line dancing.
That's it.
Line
it's
dancing's
the
fun.
same-
There's so many different
it's
line
really
dances now.
similar to that.
That are, and a lot of them are. I've always known line dances as like the old school like 4-step, but like
Like, I
all
made
this
the
new
point-
stuff now. Like I was watching this girl. She's 100% way underage. She's just like rolling her hips like Shakira the whole time. I was like, girl, that ain't country.
No.
That ain't country. At
Country
all.
is not the way that it used to be.
Leave that in the
anyway.
streets.
No, at
It's just
all.
all pop now.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought it was the
But
dumbest thing. I was
There
like,
are
girl, you're
some
beautiful.
fun like
Stop being a
country
hoe.
pop ones that some
Like-
really cool dances.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Like I made it a
Yeah.
point to learn. I learned the one to Footloose and the one to Fake
yeah.
IV.
Oh.
That one's hard as shit, but it's super fun once you get it.
I
down.
want to learn how to do those too, because the
They're really-
Footloose one looks
The
so
Footloose
fun.
one is the part that sucks is that no one at Scum Dance knows how to do it.
Yeah.
So when you're the only
Everybody
one
at
there
the
doing
Grizzly
it right,
does.
and everyone else is doing it wrong together, you look like the idiot because you're doing it right, and everybody
Mhm.
else is off.
Well, that's one of those dances that like
People have. Is there a
Yeah.
place to do line dancing here? Like a bar.
Scummer.
Sundance.
scum dance.
Yeah. But then the Grizzly,
don't know.
I'd be down to go to the
Yeah, or
Grizzly
the-
with all
or
you
the
guys.
Grizzly Road.
That'd be super fun.
Yeah, Grizzly's
Grizzly's really fun, and then they have
Yeah.
they have nights of
Far for
teaching.
him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
For
not.
This dude is 6'9". Is that meters? No, it's not meters. That'd be huge.
Let's get all
I just like
I'm
said it out loud,
5'2",
and I was like,
most of
I'm
my-
dumb as shit.
I'm maybe
Yeah, he's
5'5".
6 meters
Actually,
tall.
with my boots.
I said it
But
out
most
loud.
of
I
my
was like,
dance partners have
that
always
was the
been
dumbest
much
thing I've
bigger
ever
than
said.
me.
About 20-ish feet tall.
But I also like to do country swing dance, and
Nice.
so
We'll have to talk
people
after.
that are bigger than me like to just throw me around, and it's fun as hell. All
So then
hell.
you get the guys that are like too aggressive and like try
Too
to rip
aggressive
your
is
arms off.
yeah.
They
F
spin
that
you
noise.
around and like they spin you out and then jerk you back really quick.
Oh,
you just see
gosh.
the girl get whiplash.
Oh my gosh, yeah. See,
Yeah.
those were the people that were asking me to dance, and I was like, nope.
It's too aggressive. Like
D-
you gotta
no.
lead, but
You have to
Jesus.
lead, but don't be a jerk.
Don't throw her around. She's still participating.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, we learned how to
Wow.
cancel and the height difference.
He is tall as
Yeah,
shit.
2 meters and not, like that's still huge.
So he's what? Is that 6'9"?
No, 6 foot, 9 foot.
I
Well, he
believe
said he's 2 meters.
so 2 meters 9 centimeters is 6'4".
He's tall.
It's roughly
Can we just
6'4".
say
Tall.
It's the same height as Travis is 6'4". And so, how many meters is your wife?
6'4".
What?
Oh, 6'4". 5'16".
Oh yeah.
Well, no, because
I
2
forgot.
meters. 2 meters is 6 feet 6 inches.
Oh, so yeah, he's 6'9" then. Yeah, so he's
Almost
right.
6'7" actually.
Yeah. So yeah. He'd be 6'9" then. So yeah. So if your wife is 5'7" and you're 6'9",
He's 5'21".
My sister's 5 foot, and her husband is 6'4".
Whoa.
That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
5 foot 18 inches.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we've been.
So it's like a
It's like doing like the weeks instead of like months for like
It's
kids,
up,
or
like,
months
kind of
over like years.
Mhm.
When you're like, I don't care. Your kid's not
That looks like a big old
21 months. It's almost 2 years.
Oh,
you
I
dumb
hate
bitch.
that. I hate
What?
that.
What? It
We
was
don't get him. We also got
what movie was it? Oh, it was Grown Ups, where it's like, yeah, he's about.
Shut That's always a plus.
It was that, I think it was
You gotta love
Oh,
perks. You gotta
uh,
love perks.
the Grown Up movie. Grown
Yes.
Ups with Adam Sandler, where that kid's still breastfeeding. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
how old is he now? Oh,
Sort
he's
of.
60 months. And the
Is
guy's
that,
like,
is that yours?
Fine.
Do you have a trail cam?
I know.
like
Nice.
I know, it's always like one of those like irritating things that people do, and I'm like,
concerning sometimes.
who cares? Or like these people have like
You got everything
like
up to a
3-month
year.
birthdays for like
And,
their
like,
fucking
18
shit.
months.
It
Get
seems
outta
like
here.
since
And then just, like,
that guy
close.
was found,
You have everything up to a year.
they've been.
Then you've got like a year, then it goes up to 18 months, and then 2, 3,
I would
4,
say
5.
once you clear a year, it's just a year,
So, yeah,
and then
we're
it's a year and a
kinda
half,
excited,
and then 2
especially with
years.
Sterling.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah,
saying
but-
a year and a half,
Letting
18
him
months.
outside,
I know.
things like
But
that.
just
So yeah,
say-
getting
say-
into like if you're like, yeah, he's 26 months, like he's a little older.
Reminds me of my sister. I always like growing up. You were like, "Oh, I'm like 7.5," or like, "I'm like I'm gonna be this old." My sister was. I'd be like, "I'm 7 3/4." She's like, "So you're 7." She's like 4. I'm like, almost 8, but you're 7. Coming in clutch, Stevie. Just keeping it real, always.
It's like those people that just like totally forget their age. Like, I don't even know.
I know. That was you a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago. You're like, wait, I have to count.
As soon as you mentioned
What year was I
that,
born?
What?
Pull out your
I
ID.
remember
That was
this
so
conversation with the
funny.
same group of people.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
That was
I don't
so
even know how old
funny.
I am.
26 and 7 12.
Pick a number.
I'm like, and it's funny. It's just like, Eric's done the same thing. Like, our brother Eric. Like,
Yeah.
he'll be like, I don't even know, and I'm like, but you know my age.
How do you not know?
How do you not
Yeah.
know?
So the funny thing is that when people ask me how old I am, I think of how old Amanda is, and then
That's what you were
use
doing.
that to,
You were
like,
sitting here
decide
calculating.
calculating.
Okay, how old is Amanda?
How old
Therefore,
is
that means
Amanda?
I am.
What month is it? Okay, this is how.
Who
old
are
I
you?
am.
Who
What if
am
that like
I?
carried on though? Like the drinking age was really 252 months.
Did you just pull out your phone and do the math
I
on
did.
that?
How do you make it accurate? If I'm gonna make a
So,
joke about it,
you
it
know
gotta
what's
be
funny
accurate.
about that is if you just do the math on 12 times 20.
Oh my gosh.
I have a calculator.
That's
I have
$240.
a $1,000 calculator in my pocket.
It's just not that hard of math. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
So when you do that in your, now I'm curious. When you do that in your head, you say 20 is 2 10s, and then you say like 120 plus 120, or do you actually take the
Me?
2 and
I just do the.
multiply it?
I just
you do the
multiply
20
20
times
by
12
12.
plus
So when it comes to full numbers, yes. But if I'm doing like, let's say it's like 17 times 12,
Break it down.
then I'll break it down into separate scenarios and do it like that. So it'd be like 17 times 12. So I'll do the 10 first, 170, 2, and do it like that. That's how my
I'm just
brain
curious
operates.
how because everybody
Actually,
does that
I
differently,
did
right?
12 times 2 and then added a 0.
Yeah.
Is what I did.
So what's funny
In
is,
my
you know,
head, that's what happened.
in
I
my
went
head,
12
I do.
times.
Way,
I went
yeah.
12 times 2, add 0.
What's funny is like if I'm doing it like on paper, I'll do like the older style of doing
Yeah.
a math problem. But in my head, it's that the Common Core that's being taught now. I've always done that in my head, and that this is how I operate with the head. Separate it out and
Because
then
I
put
split it.
together.
I split it into 10, and I said, okay, 10 times 12 is 120, and then I just added 120.
Yeah.
120.
Since I could do.
That's like the Common Core approach.
It
or
is.
whatever,
It is a
like-
Common Core portion. The problem is with that is they teach it in a way more difficult way than it needs to be taught.
That always irritated the hell out of me
I
in
will.
school.
It pissed me off how you always have to show your
I
work.
think it's better.
Right?
Even if
And
you
I'm like,
I
well, I
think-
didn't
why
do
does it
it that
matter?
way.
I also
did it the
think
way
it's
that
better.
worked in my head.
Well, they teach
Yeah.
it.
But I
like,
still came up
it's
with the right
way more
answer,
difficult
so-
than it needs
But
to be,
you're
especially
gonna
for
be
people
mad at
that
me because I didn't
know
do your
classic ways of doing it.
I think that's the issue. Is that I think people that learned the other way, it's very hard.
Yeah,
to
it
interpret.
is very hard that way.
However, the first time you're learning it, comparatively speaking, it makes much more intuitive sense. Because a lot of the way that it's taught now is based on like physics, right? It's meant to be more intuitive, based on the real world. We can stop this math conversation.
Yeah,
Right?
way to go.
Well, there's 2 guys in class.
Wait. Are you you think I'm in my early 20s?
I mean, either way, it
Yeah.
works kind of the same way because
I'm
like,
not
I think
sure.
we're like-
Yeah, you're in
Yeah.
your 20s. All right.
Word.
29.
So young.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Alright.
That's great.
Now I want to know
That's great.
how old am I, and how old is he? Let's just guess. I want to hear the whole.
Yeah.
whole
Old gray beard over here.
Old graybeard.
Old man Winter.
you know,
Wait.
This guy all night.
It's crazy that it's-
all morning.
It's
I
almost
love
6 in the
it.
morning there.
I love it.
He's off on this chain
Don't.
right now.
This is
Right?
the best. This is the best. Oh my gosh. Family that cares. One time I went to Tony's with my dad and my brother and my brother's now wife, and there was a guy, like a biker dude and all of his biker friends that were like heads up and like nice to my dad, and he's like, "That's my fucking daughter." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knock it
so
off.
they're like, "Hey, how'd you do that?" And he's like, "I fucked her mom." Like, God! Like, what? Are you serious?
Pretty simple.
Like,
So Nick, I
I
just
wish
have
that would
to
have
say
actually
weird
been
one.
said in the bar.
Could you imagine? So next week,
Oh my
there are
God.
more people from this island where this guy tells all sorts of
Dude, you gotta watch
Oh,
this
that would be
podcast.
amazing.
Being on this Norwegian island, they all 300 of
Oh my
them
gosh.
tune into this every week.
They
then-
post
and
on
then-
like a big old screen in the
If
fucking
that
park.
happens, we should totally get
We should go to
shirts
the
made
island.
that say "I'm big in Norway."
I'm big in Norway. Hashtag Dick's Patio Podcast.
Isn't Norway the biggest?
Hashtag Dick's
like,
Patio.
People are the biggest in Norway.
yeah,
In,
Norway and Sweden.
yeah.
I mean, apparently, because this guy is 6'9".
Yeah.
So
It's like an island of giants.
You just have that space to grow. It's
Maybe we can
Yeah.
go on tour.
Yeah, like a
We
goldfish
could go
in a
to
tank.
the island. Maybe sponsored by the island.
That's great.
Where's this dude from?
Norway.
Evan and I can feel normal.
The Partridge Family.
Looking down.
I found my
all
people.
Oh, home.
Oh my gosh. No, if you scroll up, he's got a video of exactly where he's
Yeah,
from. Scroll up in the context,
actually,
the text.
she probably won't have that.
Yeah,
Oh.
let me.
She just joined, yeah.
If you put, just tag it again, she can like bring it up. It's super dope.
It's so beautiful.
He's from Norway,
And Norway
It's
famous.
incredible.
Norway.
Norway famous.
north of the main.
I mean,
It would be really funny
ratio
if we did
is,
get like popular like in Europe for some fucking
Let's
reason.
fucking do
Yeah,
it!
we
Yeah,
get
that's
like all this
true.
merch and shit, but it's all getting shipped like
Yeah, across
no one
the
here's
world.
got it. No one here knows.
0.3%
whatever.
of the population of this island are watching.
I'm 28.
celebrity.
That's pretty. That's good. That's like Kardashian levels in the U.S.
Hey,
Just for
if
hopefully
he
better
said
reasons.
that there was 300 people on the island,
Yeah, it's 0.3% of the population. We're good.
that's not bad.
That's pretty good numbers. That's.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, in the U.S., that's like what 1 million live viewers.
Man,
So we're doing pretty good.
Percentage wise, yeah.
We have 1 million wide viewers.
That's where I was going with it.
Huh.
do you have like, or is that blowing over from the neighbor?
That's
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
Scott or whatever. But
Yeah, it's a neighbor.
I thought maybe it was you, but I kept
No,
looking
that's
back
the
and
one.
I didn't see anything.
That's for when I get home.
No.
Hides it from you.
That,
I'm like,
that's
man, where?
that right there is the exact reason they didn't care when you went.
That's when I get home.
Oh,
You can
fair
figure if I
enough.
smoke.
I just thought you were trying to impress him.
No,
You want another one of these or?
I still have one. You're welcome to go. Oh, for you? Yeah.
Can I have another? bit?
Yes, sir.
Another, sir.
Please,
Another-
sir, may I have another?
She'll let everybody know.
You can tell everybody
you
you
can
want
please tell everybody you know.
that there is cool people in the United States.
It would be hilarious
Are you
if
guys
we
all
got
like this at 6 a.m.?
even 10 people on that island.
Pretty
Or
sweet.
islands.
Islands.
Since
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Last week
it's
when we had everybody here, we were bouncing off like 15, 20 for a while there. It was getting pretty fucking rowdy. I'm surprised the chat didn't go fucking wild last week because we had quite a few people
I
watching.
think it was too much. I think it was too much conversation going on for.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Don't downplay my activity in the chat room, okay? I don't appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's offensive.
You did yours. I'm just saying it wasn't like crazy popping. Because usually when we're on the
Sorry,
high,
I'll try
it's-
to talk more while my 2-year-old is climbing all over me. We're trying to get him to take a bath.
Then she shares it with everyone. Good old granny. Oh man.
My only living grandma is not my grandma. Is not even like won't even be friends with me on Facebook. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm a heathen. It's fine.
Yes.
Oh, heathen.
Well, if you need a nana, my nana is the best. The best.
Yeah, I actually
Oh,
have.
his
Yeah.
Nana's
She's now accepting applications.
pretty awesome too.
Yeah, Arlene is awesome. I like Arlene a lot. She just doesn't follow me on anything because I'm offensive. So.
My poor nana.
She was on
If
Facebook. Is she?
if
still
dropping
is,
the
she's-
F-bomb
she
would make ears
removed-
bleed, her poor ears would be
Oh.
so she wouldn't have ears anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of like the problem that I have is like she's my only living grandparent. And she's not even like my actual like grandma. She's the only one that I know because like my grandfather got married again because his wife, my grandmother, passed away in like mid-70s. So
yeah.
they got married like a year before my parents got married.
Oh wow.
So like it's the only one that I've ever known.
Right.
But as far as like that one, the rest of them are all gone,
Yeah.
which is funny. 'Cause my great grandparents lived to like 100, and all my like grandparents didn't because they all had like either mental health issues that caused a bunch of problems, or like my grandfather that passed away that she lived longer than. Her first husband passed away also,
Oh wow.
so she lived through two of them, which kind of sucks.
Wow.
But
Devastating.
he worked in a mine. He worked in the gold mine,
Oh wow.
and he smoked like 3 packs of cigarettes until
Did
like
he live forever?
He was 77, smoking like 3 or 4 packs of cigarettes every day, and worked in the mine. So the thing is,
Wow.
if you can like survive to be like almost 80, in that like with that like shit going on with your shit, I'm pretty sure you're gonna live way too goddamn long.
Like that's a problem.
Generally, it's been.
Oh my gosh.
I know this is a statistics thing, but the more drugs you do, the longer you live.
Scott's gone. I'm coming back.
Like
Yeah, you can
Come
back.
here.
everybody who is doing like heroin, cocaine, meth, like
Yeah.
smoking like 2 packs a day, that kind of thing, they live fucking ever. If you like
I know.
are running marathons, you're living out in
Here's
the no
Oh,
really
you sure?
clean air,
It's not very comfortable.
you're growing your own food, whatever,
Come back.
cooking, you die when you're like 50.
So it kind of depends
Sucks.
because like again like like
Now
all of
we
our
can-
great grandparents lived to like way late like
Yeah, we don't need.
like both sides
We're out of
they
your
lived to
league.
be like either like right
He's
at
older, he's got
100
the
or
experience.
over 100.
There's the.
He stole the lady's
No,
couch.
she just wants to sit over
She
there.
wants to sit over there.
couch is right here. Still nothing.
But yeah, so it's like I'm going to live forever just because they do, even under the harshest
We might
conditions.
all live forever.
So, and that's fair too. You never know what happens in the next 20 years.
It's
Right.
possible.
At that point, we're gonna
The
have to live.
quality of that.
I don't really know if I want to live forever.
I'm imagining like the Matrix
Tuck Everlasting.
hooked into the
Right?
thing
You
where
ever
they're
read the book,
sucking
Tuck
your life
Everlasting?
force out of you.
Yeah,
Found the Fountain of Youth.
I don't know,
Kids.
because like
And it was a dream.
I've been proven pretty hard to kill.
It's a teen little book.
Yeah.
It's so
It's pretty
cute.
hard to kill
Sweet.
me.
You're a durable dick.
I am very durable.
Durable.
You're one of
we
those
haven't-
hard
we
rough,
haven't
like those
hung
hard
out
ones.
very
we were
much,
talking
to be
about.
honest, outside.
Most
of
adorable dick you'll ever
the
meet.
LAN parties are here.
Yes.
What?
But the one
That
time
should be
I
in
hung
your
out
intro.
with you, besides the LAN parties are here, you
Didn't
almost
do
got
so.
hit by a truck. So I'll agree.
But
that
he's
you're
still
hard to
here.
kill. Well, that's what I'm getting at. Is like the one time you were in like a non-sterile environment, you were almost killed, and
Yeah.
you survived. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty. It's been proven that I'm pretty difficult to get. I've been hit by like several cars. I've been driven over too. Debbie drove over my legs when I was like 15.
Do you have
Yeah.
hot legs?
When did that? What?
Oh, you don't. You
She
were
was like, wait, what?
Amanda was like 9 or 10 when this happened. I guess it was at the shop on Cherry Street, and I was doing something under the Mustang, and the Jeep was parked next to me, and so I'm like laying in the dirt, and I hear the Jeep fired up, and I don't think anything of it just because I'm like I think that I'm far enough away.
And you were laying behind a
I was
Jeep.
I was like laying under a car, but my legs were hanging out.
You were laying under a Jeep that somebody got in and turned on.
Yeah.
To drive away.
Yeah, and so Debbie drove over me.
Thank goodness it's such a light car.
So I've been drove over. I've been hit by a car.
You broke both your
yeah.
fucking legs.
His
Jason
At the
Pickett's-
same
At
time.
the same
Jason Pickett's
time.
wife hit me with their Ranger in front of Hobby Town doing like 20 miles an hour.
Who did?
In the hobby
Jason
town.
Pickett. It's in a
Lori.
Ranger. Yeah, Lori did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was when we were racing out front, and I did the play chicken roll thing, like shit, expecting her to stop. Well, she didn't stop.
Oh.
She just
Oh,
drove into me. It fucked up that
What
whole.
a bit. This is an appropriate
I
time
think
to use
the-
those times.
Speaking
No, I love Lori. Lori's amazing.
I'm
but-
Speaking of Jason Pickett, I think the
That moment?
the hearse broke again.
Did
on
it?
Race week 2.
That thing is so fucking stupid fast.
Yeah. Pretty sure he broke something. I don't remember what it was though.
I got hit by another car walking in Old Town. I can't remember what it was.
I hope they don't.
It was a 1998 Mercury Sable.
You kind
Uh,
of hit a car biking.
They were
through
talking
it.
about for a while closing off college
I still love that story.
and just making that whole area where they have the cars.
yeah, we
like
talked
the
about that a
market or
couple weeks ago.
whatever.
Yeah.
I
And
hope
then
they
starting
do. I
up
doubt
the
they will,
pedal
but
bike
I
bar
hope they
thing
do.
would be dope. That would
Right.
be a legal thing. I don't know if you're listening when we
I
had
mean-
that. It was like if they were to shut down all of Old Town on like the weekends. So they have those like pedal bike bars to go around, but no one does it because it's $400 to get it on the road. But like if you could organize it with the city, to where like we have a couple of them rolling around, it's free to get on. But obviously, like any attraction, the drink's gonna be a little bit more. Just hop on and pedal up and down, get drinks. There's
It's like
just
a
a
taxi.
mobile little party.
Like
I
a
love that
bus,
idea.
party bus kind of thing.
I've
Probably, yeah.
There's that one that has like the seat that's circular that rides. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
It's like Sesame.
One time
It's
I
like
was
a
in a
trade
postal
wreck.
truck
You can't not look at
driving back to the shop, and I drove next to one and high fived a dude. It made his fucking day. I've also been hit by postal trucks several times.
You've been hit by a
Well-
USPS truck.
Well, because we used to work on them.
Yeah, we used to play.
No.
So we used to
I
like.
thought I was imagining like you're getting the mail. And, like, this truck
No,
drives
no,
up
no.
to
We used to do really fucked up shit in those cars, actually. Like
God, they're so slow.
Mm.
They're like amazingly slow.
It's so fun.
they're so fun because with no mail in, they don't like actually weigh anything. But yeah, we'd like play bumper cars on the street with them because they have big old bumpers. So like as long as you're not doing like anything more than like 15, 20 miles an hour, it does no damage. So like we literally just drive into each other, like on LeMay, just doosh, and like people would be like, "What the?" Because they make a ton of noise because of all that reverb through all that
Yeah.
wooden body. So they
On
made.
Bay.
And the doors shake.
Yeah, like
and
on LeMay, Drake, wherever the fuck we were. Like, because we drove them from our shop in the north side of town
Shuttling up.
to the south office, and we drove them back and forth. So, like, we just drive them into one another. And, like, it made so much fucking noise. So it sounded like fucking like a pileup of cars. But it's only two postal trucks just tapping each other. It was honestly like, we should have gotten way more trouble. A lot.
I don't recall.
But yeah, we used to do really dumb shit in that. Drive like the 50-foot truck sideways when it snowed.
Still would if we could.
Oh, definitely. If I still worked on postal trucks, I would definitely be doing probably dumber shit. To be honest, now that I haven't worked on them,
Yeah.
How long will those last for?
they've lasted a lot longer than they're supposed to have had.
Yeah.
Since
So-
the early 90s.
So most of the
88, wasn't it?
Like what kind of mileage will they?
it's more hours because they don't drive that many miles a day. They're just constantly starting and
they're just-
stopping.
Yeah.
And they had to shut them off every time they stop.
Yeah, so
so
the
starters
starters
go
always
bad
go.
all the time. But
Ignition switch.
the thing is, like, they were supposed to be replaced in the mid 2000s, but then like Congress changed like that. There's that they had to pre-fund their pension,
Uh-huh.
which no
I
other
see.
company on the planet has to do. So they have
So they
literally
pulled it out of the-
$75 billion just sitting in a bank account. No, I would not actually ever be a mailman. That sounds terrible. So, so when they changed that, they had to pre-fund all this pension. So there's literally $75 billion just chilling. And so that they haven't been able to replace all those trucks. I mean, most of them now, like some of the older ones, the first year for that was 86.
I was gonna say because even the later ones are like early 90s.
95 is the last time that those body styles were made. And that's still their primary delivery.
Right? I was gonna
service.
say it's
Yeah.
still their majority of their delivery
Yeah.
Two
vehicles
different
is
ones
that.
because we get the
You get
regular
the van.
mail trucks. Well, no, we have a regular mail truck, and our neighbors actually. the
Everything
mail-
is moving really slow.
But then we've got.
You're the most optimistic
we'll get, like,
person
the country mail trucks where it's like
about
a
American
Range Rover
politics.
that says like mail.
So
on
that's
it,
a
like,
rural
small
carrier,
town,
and they get
right.
paid to like do that.
So we do.
Yeah.
So we have the two different ones.
Yeah, but, like-
for us, like for our neighborhood, it's just a regular mail truck. But then the guy, like, I mean, he's our neighbor, so he drives up and you wave to him, and he knows everybody, and he'll like come and talk to you at your door. And stuff.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
It's a little
they're
different.
that's still their primary delivery trucks are still those. So like the newest one is 25 years old, which for any
The
commercial
newest one.
truck,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I just imagine in winter it being miserable.
It is because they're
Driving
two-wheel
those things
drive and
around.
rear drive.
But it's like,
And it's
I
an
mean, just like a
aluminum
little,
box.
Oh, it's aluminum.
They're aluminum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
so you're
heaters
just-
don't fucking work.
The
So
whole
if it's
thing.
-10 outside, you're driving a negative
There's
10
no-
with
there's no
plastic
insulation in them either.
Straight out of the
There's-
Yeah, and the heater
there's
barely works.
There's
in
no
those.
insulation, and the heater
Do
doesn't
people
work.
just plug it? Do they do like the lighter adapter heaters?
Yeah,
for
they
the
melt down
heaters?
trucks several times with that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do that. But yeah, it's a mistake for sure. Like, and again, it's just because of that pre-funded pension that doesn't need to be pre-funded. So they have pensions that are funded for people that aren't even born yet.
They have a pension.
Yeah, but that aren't even
So-
born yet or working for them. It's kind of crazy. Yet let's defund the postal service, even though they don't take any fucking federal funds. If it wasn't for this stupid mandate, we'd be good to go. Put some coals on. I'll make a bowl for that one too.
Do you want to do the nail gun? Really quick.
What?
The nail gun.
You want to do a regular bowl? I got it. Can do it.
Hey,
Nail
Dick.
gun?
Huh?
Can you throw me my keys right there?
No.
Oh, they're right there. Though.
I
You're
cannot
leaving?
reach them. They're
No, I
too
gotta
far.
get Tyler's nail gun.
He's gonna go get nailed.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Get
gonna
that.
get nailed real quick.
We
Finished?
trade off.
Yeah, it's Tyler drives a bang bus.
Totally want one of these two.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, get in there. They're pretty good.
Literally
Thank you
last
for
week,
bringing them.
Sarah
Yeah, of
brought
course.
like these 2 stacks of like, one were like lemon bars, but like in like a muffin like shape.
Go on.
And then like these brownies in a muffin shape, and like literally me and Evan like, what was it? Tuesday, I think.
It was well, we hammered the lemon bars pretty fast.
Well, we still had a
And
bunch.
then we
but, like,
slowed down, and then we're like, well, we haven't touched the brownies yet, so we're gonna hit those up pretty hard.
You're just like
We just
fucking-
We were eating
What,
the
it's
ones
like-
at the top on the outside. And we're like, yeah, these are okay.
Gotta pace
and
yourself.
then
there was no pace.
And then
and
Dan.
then
Oh,
Dan,
oh.
we discovered that if you eat the ones on the bottom, they were better.
Oh.
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 So we just
very
shuffled
good.
everything around, and then we're eating the ones on the bottom. And I think Tuesday night when we were watching whatever, I think we were
Was it or was it?
12 or 14 brownies.
Yeah, it
on
was
the
Tuesday night because
Oh,
Wednesdays
gosh,
when
that's true.
Wednesdays when we went to Autopine.
Yeah.
I got fucking blackout drunk that night.
You did?
I had a salad that had nothing in it, and then Charlie feed me shots.
Oh.
Wheel? I yelled at
I
Charlie.
mean, typically when Charlie's
Were you there when I
involved,
yelled
that
at
happens.
I have no idea because I lost.
You're like, I'm going home, and you left, and I was like, I didn't. Wow. Yeah.
He
Okay.
doesn't remember our little intimate moment.
Oh God.
Yeah, I remember about like 40 minutes after we got Charlie's house, and then I don't remember anything else.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, because I had a salad because there's nothing I could eat at Autopine. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
could eat was that. And the
Because
fucking-
everything has cheese.
Yeah.
Did you have some weenies?
Yeah, but they're like, it's like 4
I know.
Where was this at?
on Autopine.
Where's that?
Um,
Lane Harmony by the old Egg and I, which is now First Watch.
I would have gone and gotten something with protein in it with you.
You know where Fish is
I'm
at
always
first.
down for a double
Mhm.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll get you one
I
with
Across
cheese.
Lane.
yeah, it was like one of those things where I was like,
On the-
I told him to, I was like, oh, I
You
can't eat
settle
anything
in.
there. And so I went, and I was like,
at
I
the
just didn't
light,
think we were like
South
gonna go like
Harmony.
that hard. in the
Yeah,
paint.
none of us
Autopine,
did.
Yeah,
you
so,
pull
like-
stuff.
Which, by the way, what happened with that guy with that fucking car?
I got a buffalo chicken.
I don't understand
Uh,
why his vehicle, why
they have a-
we couldn't pull start it.
They have a hot mom and a
So,
spicy-
I don't
spicy
think-
dad
I
with a hot mom
I
and
think he was high as a
nice
fucking
sort of
kite.
bacon.
So yeah, I watched.
So we
you-
rolled up. Okay, so we rolled up. So after we left Autopint, we went over to William Oliver's, and this guy, like, I let this lady turn left in front of me, and this guy like flagged me down. He's like, "Can you start my car?" I was like, yeah, I'm gonna
It's
go
more
meet
like
my
5.
buddies right now, and let me grab one of my buddies, and we'll come start your car. And so I come over here, Dick and Edmund's there. I was like, hey, some guy's high as a kite
So Evan
and
would
wants me to
take
help
care
him
of
start his car. And so
Yeah.
Edmund came
So
over.
I got on it. Took
Yeah.
care of it.
Yeah, and this guy, like, could not.
I
Get
saw
this
you
thing
towing
to
him
start.
around, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I
is
know.
happening?
I drove by you guys on purpose. I was like, what the fuck is going
So
on?
what I
Like,
think
why
he
is this
was
not
doing
starting?
Is he didn't put it in gear
No.
and pushing the clutch kind of scenario?
Yes, he didn't
So
know.
he just
was
had it
doing.
So he had
neutral.
no
So he
clue.
was
No
pushing
clue.
the clutch in and out, trying to start it with it in neutral. Is what it sounded like to me because it didn't sound like it was doing
Nothing.
anything.
It wasn't turning. It wasn't
The
doing
first,
anything.
after the first go around, I was
I
like,
think McKill's gone there a couple of times.
I was like, make sure the key is on,
I think that's where they're at.
because people do that. As you know.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Make sure the key is on. He's like, oh yeah, it's on. Well, I don't really have a key. I kind of have like a screwdriver in there, and it's
Which is
on.
okay. Whatever.
And I was like, okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like,
And even the girl that was with him, she's like, okay, we're done.
If it
And
was-
we're like, she said we're done.
if it
we're
was
done.
anybody but Evan that had gone with you, I would have been like, okay, I need to like go out there and like take care of this.
Yes.
But like I knew like if he couldn't handle it, it wasn't getting handled.
Yes, exactly.
Because it was, this guy needs a jump, and then I get over there, there's a rope tied
There
to
was
the
a
front
rope,
of the truck,
and I was
I'm
like, wait, you need a
huh,
tow? And he's like,
okay.
it was, I misunderstood because, but I thought, and when I saw the rope, I thought that he needed a tow. I was like, I'm fucking taking you nowhere. I don't
He's
know
like,
you.
oh, well, I just need to go. And Sarah's
a
like,
jump.
Mm-mm.
I'm not going to tow your truck down any road.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't towing you
Yeah,
nowhere.
I just see it. You just driving around, and it's nothing's
just like
happening. Nothing.
three laps
Nothing
around
with
the
the truck
parking
is
lot.
changing. So I was like, I knew exactly.
Dude, and you don't even have to go that fast to
No.
get it to start. So you're like, go faster, and I was like, no, that's gonna go in the King Super's
Just
parking
like,
lot.
so
I
what
have a
walking
story for this
speed.
King Super's parking lot, by the way, if you all want to hear it.
Sure.
We are definitely on the patio.
That's
Yep.
why it's called.
Dick's patio.
Yeah. Sometimes it's inside, but so in that King Super's parking lot, in that King Super's in general, one day, so I've been kicked out of the King Super's. I've also been so drunk in there that Wingate left because he thought he was getting arrested.
Wow.
You? How drunk?
Oh yeah.
Was
It
that when you were like pushing items?
Yeah,
off
I was
the
throwing
shelf?
milk jugs. Okay, I'll tell that story first. That one actually happened first. So Wingate used to live like right there, and it was my birthday. I was actually when I lived with Wingate and Andrew. And it was my birthday, 2011, and we go to 100 Octane, and Courtney just shovels a ton of like liquor down my throat. Like I was hammered. I go snowmobiling the next day too.
Of course.
And it was a rough day because we took Andrew, and Andrew didn't know what he was doing at all. So we go there, and I remember like going in the store, but then I don't remember anything until we were trying to cook pizza at the house. And apparently, I was walking down aisles, just arms out, just knocking everything over.
You shit.
And then I guess I was throwing milk jugs at Wingate when he's like, "We're gonna get arrested," and he left. And we didn't get arrested. I bought all the stuff. I paid for all. I actually do remember paying for it. And then yeah, so there's that one. The parking lot story though, it was me, Wingate, and Jen Shaw, and we were going to Wingate's house to smoke or whatever. And we're a little lit up, and we're in the Tahoe, which all I did is beat that fucking thing up. I love that because it was free $99,
Beat the hoe up.
and we're doing whatever. We go there, we're a little lit up. Probably shouldn't have been driving, and I just started doing donuts in the fucking that right where you towed him around. I was like,
Yep.
I just saw it in my head of me just doing donuts right there.
Yes.
And
Over, under, over.
I just remember like there was like the cart guy out there like picking up carts, and so then we get out, we're just laughing, and Jen comes up like driving her car. What the fuck are you doing? And me and Wingate are just laughing, and the cart guy's like, "If you're gonna do that, can I go next time?" And this is like fucking 3 in the morning.
I want to have some fun.
Yeah, I was like, "Sorry, dude. I'll pick you up next time." But yeah, that King Super's been destroyed by me and Wingate several times because he used to live like right there, and we used to go in there and just make a mockery. We never
Never got in trouble. They only asked us to leave one time. And they're like, you can buy all your stuff. Like, you're good. We just can't clean up your shit anymore.
We're sick of you.
But yeah, it was... that King Supers has been... I'm bummed that like none of them are open late anymore. They all close at like 10.
Yeah, because of...
They were closing at 10 before that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The one that stays open any later is the one over here, and it's like till like 12:30.
Mm.
Oh, because by campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no business. There's no point of them being open. I get it. It's only drunk retards like me in there. So.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
But I'm not a drunk retard. I'm usually like just getting off work and I need to eat something.
That's fair.
So I need to go find someplace to give me some food to eat something.
That's fair. Yeah. No. We've definitely destroyed most of the King Supers in this town. I
That's
guess
fun.
even when you lived kind of over there, we were in that King Supers. Oh God.
Yeah, I live in there.
I just thought about it a couple other times we were in there, like when they first opened it too. When they like were making like the flagship store before they packed it full of shit. The flowers getting tossed. I don't know if you remember that one. You threw them at fucking Skylar.
Throwing sacks of flour.
No, flowers, like a fucking pot of flowers.
How
That's
romantic.
less exciting.
No, like yeah.
Right?
Skylar was not the most like the person you want to hang around, like ever. And he used to do some pretty fucked up shit to Skylar. But
Which we will not say.
but one time we were in there, like when they first opened, they had this like big old thing of flowers, and I don't remember what Skylar said to you, but you just like grab one and just like poof, like straight at him, and I don't remember if it hit him or not, but like I was like, well, and then we just went shopping. we didn't do.
And then we went shopping.
Nobody said anything. Nothing happened. We just went shopping. And that was like fucking shit.
That was 08, 09.
12 years ago, yeah.
08, 09, yeah.
11, 12 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I just remember it was like, like it was like not a wind up. It was just a straight up like fucking
Power hard.
fuck you.
Yeah.
I remember we fucking wired up the fucking coil to his seat. To the brake light.
I don't recall.
Nobody died, so we're good on that one. The
Nobody
other one,
died.
the one that you're thinking of, we're not going to talk about.
We will not say that.
But when you wired that fucking coil pack up to his seat, so
I even remember that.
yeah. Step on the brake and we all. It was like right where you sit, where you sit too, because it was such a hunk of shit Jeep. She was such a pile of shit. God, but he was such an annoying person, and his girlfriend was even worse. She was way worse than he was. Now that I think about it, so much worse.
Don't you love annoying couples and then they just love the annoyances of each other?
I guess.
You clearly no. I'm kidding.
I'm glad that they found somebody to be annoying with together.
Yeah,
I
good
get
for you.
that,
I'm
but
out.
yeah, I don't need to be a part of it whatsoever. They're like one of those people that just like we talk a lot, like a lot, and this one just could not shut the fuck up. Like we'd be talking about like car shit, like technical shit that she knew nothing about, and she'd be like, "What do you think about this?" Like as far as like towards it, I was like, "I don't." And this is like when I first started hanging out with Evan. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't even fucking know you. Like, no.
That's funny.
God, just so. What was her name? Like, was
Amy.
it Amy? Yeah. I just thought of something that probably isn't correct. Are they still together? Do you know?
They're married and have 2 kids.
God, they gotta be fucking super annoying too.
Oh my
Having
gosh.
2 annoying parents.
Well,
Like
set them up for success.
What if they're super quiet though?
What? Yeah, they're like
That could
extra
be.
docile. Like,
Yeah.
Right, they're like totally opposite.
like they're plotting to kill their parents. Our parents are so annoying. You
Yeah,
guys.
it's like the
we
opposite
have,
side.
We got Stewie Griffin up in here.
Right?
That very well could be the case. You know, like this keep getting shut down by their own parents.
Right. They have
What
omen
are you
children.
talking
Amy
That
was
could happen.
so fucking annoying.
Completely. Oh gosh.
Just brings back horrible memories.
That's so funny. my first classroom as a preschool teacher, I had a little brunette boy and a little towhead blonde boy, and they were shitheads. Flat out 3-year-old shitheads. I've never met bigger shitheads at that age. Like, they were amazingly awful. And I loved them to pieces, right? So the brunette one time tried to toss a chair at me. He's 3 years old. That little tiny chair. He's mad because I'm not letting him get his way right this minute. And he's like, ah! And grabs the chair, and I looked at him and was like, you think you're going to throw that at me right now? You think that right now? And he just, like, set it down and then sat down and cried. And I was like, honey. Like,
And you're like, that's right.
like that's, oh. Honey, I love you. I love you. I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to give you a minute. I love you. That was it. But these two together, they'd wake up from nap. They'd play for toys and stuff for a little bit. Then we'd do cleanup. These two boys broke 4 toilets within a 3-week period, flushing toys down the toilet because it was cleanup time.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then after nap time, when we'd go outside to play, they'd take their socks off. Like, after they'd get out from nap, they'd take their socks off and put them on their hands and, like, hide their hands. They're 3. They'd hide their hands, right? Then we go outside and they tuck their heads in their shirts with their socks on their hands and run around frickin' Beavis and Butthead, you guys. I had Beavis and
Great
Butthead
cornhole.
running around Cornholio all over my playground in the snow.
They take
Like,
their pants
we're
off.
making snowmen and they're running around like this. Oh my gosh, my life was so colorful. Oh my gosh. Doing that in between beatboxing on the playground. Like, oh my gosh. Oh man.
Some people's kids.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh man.
So Travis, that's what not to do with your child.
Parents are always the worst.
Ren and Stimpy. One of my favorite shows as a kid growing up. That or
was a
All Real
fantastic
Monsters.
show.
Yes. I liked All Real Monsters too. The armpit guy with his eyes. Did you ever see that? It was on Nickelodeon.
Daria.
Is that what that show was called?
All Real Monsters. Yes.
Yeah, but that was weird.
It was the weirdest show. But they were just monsters that lived like in a dumpster, and to get into the real world, they like traveled through toilets.
Sounds way more familiar.
I used to
It was
watch
hilarious.
Monsters on Nickelodeon.
Yes. And all that.
I remember getting pumped up as a kid to like stay up late and pretend you fell asleep so you could wake back up and watch Adult Swim. And your parents
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I still
so good.
orange soda is still my favorite soda. because
Welcome to
of
Good
all
Burger,
that.
home of the Good Burger.
Yeah.
Can't take your order. I love that movie.
Stand
I have it
that
on
movie.
DVD.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix now?
Yeah.
Oh my
It was just
gosh.
released a few months ago.
Man.
Good Burger.
Good Burger?
We watched it.
Oh,
because
yeah, we
had no
did.
idea what that was.
What?
I know.
What kind of... Huh.
Call him out right now.
Huh.
Freaking old guy.
Huh.
How far apart are you guys in age?
A
We
bit.
don't talk about it.
Okay, that's fine.
18 years.
It's enough for people.
I dated somebody who was 15 years older than me.
Yeah? How was that?
Less than that.
I got asked on our first and only date we went out in public. I got asked if I wanted a kids menu. I ordered a
Wow.
margarita.
No, that's the waitress or waiter going like, yo.
She was younger than me. I
Yeah,
remember.
but she's still going, yo.
I'm checking
What
your
are you
shit.
doing? Yeah.
You can
He
Just so
didn't
you
look
know,
that.
this is what we
Straight up, he didn't look that older than me. Straight up, he didn't look that older than me.
I forgot
It
what-
also lasted this long.
I
Yeah.
forgot what service it is, but you can stream like Johnny Quest and stuff. So I've been watching, like with Sterling, I watched like
The
old Hanna-Barbera stuff with it.
Boomerang?
Nice.
Sweet.
And I love that. It's amazing, and I can't believe they've moved so much into like digital animation, and they've sort of abandoned like the
The
hand-drawn
arts.
stuff. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you watch like we were watching 101 Dalmatians the other day,
Mhm.
and it's amazing.
Amazing.
How, like, you look at like people drew that
Mhm.
every single frame by hand. That's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Amazing.
And it's still
Like
holds
every
up.
little turn.
And to be honest, watching it, the stories as an adult are actually enjoyable too. The like the production quality is just so much higher in these old animated movies than they are now. the stuff on Netflix, like, yeah, some of it's okay, but like finding stuff
I feel like
that
it's
holds,
repetitive.
finding something that holds like a 2-year-old's attention and my attention for 2 hours is pretty hard, and all of the Disney movies do it. Like, I can watch
Thank you,
Lion
Disney.
King from start to finish, no problem. He loves it. Same thing, Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid, I have like childhood problems with. I don't like it.
There's a really bad message behind that movie too.
So I was listening to a podcast.
Somebody stole my Little Mermaid videotape, like our creepy adult male neighbor
Ooh.
stole it.
Okay.
I mean, there's
Next.
also the pretense behind
What
the
were you
movie.
saying?
There's like a weird, there's like a not a great message on it.
The message is with the movie being it doesn't matter who you are as long as you're pretty. It's kind of fucked up.
And like the fetishizing other people,
Yeah.
like people that are different than you.
But I think I've seen Frozen 2 at least 1,000 times a piece.
At least.
Yep.
Moana's like that's
Moana.
probably my favorite modern Disney movie.
Well, she gets to the point where like when the
Brave.
just when the front like Disney
Brave.
castle comes up at the intro to the movie, like this little Frozen like tribal song
I've
comes
never
on.
seen it. I have no
She
idea.
just like stares at TV. She's like, oh,
Yep, it's true. Sophia, when Netflix turns on, she's like, da-da. She does the thing. As soon as it turns on and you get it on, da-da. She's like,
Have you done
I'm like, what do you want to watch? She's like, da-da. So we want to watch Netflix,
I've
not Disney
watched
Plus
that
today.
movie
Da-da.
so many times.
Yes, Maggie, okay.
It was
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
I didn't think it was that.
Marketing
I'm-
at its finest.
I know, oh my
It
god.
just takes that little bit.
I don't
Yeah.
think the movie.
That's true.
That's the movie.
Did you answer
for
the treats question?
There's some
What
like
is the
there's
treats
some
question?
kid stuff
Is that
that's
cake or
just
pie?
really.
I did. It's
really
more like pie.
frustrating. There's one that's like
Yeah.
these like
Well, the one
like
on the
weird
right is more like
Japanese-style
pie,
cartoon,
and I think the
like
one on the
cats
left is
that
more
or
like
chickens or something that don't talk.
Like a
Just
crumble
make
cake?
dumb
So I
fucking
guess
noises
both.
all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the two of
I
them.
know what
I
you're
would
talking
say.
Yeah.
We have it on. So he has like the Kindle Fire or whatever, like the
Yeah.
kids version or whatever, and it's on there, and we can't. He keeps finding it, and we're like, we try to hide it or get rid of it.
Yeah,
and
it's
no
like you're
one
trying to
comes
teach a
back.
kid how to like talk and like to communicate and stuff. And there's a TV show where it's just like a bunch of animated chickens and ducks grunting and squealing. And
Right.
fucking making dumbass
Yeah,
noises.
that show. Fuck that show. I know
Yeah.
that show.
That sounds like
See,
a show
everybody
you
knows
would
this
watch.
show.
No. Like I saw it and I was like,
That's
this
your
is
jam?
dumb
No.
shit. I love dumb stuff. This is just like
I like.
It was
Hardcore
it's a Farmageddon.
no.
We're talking about kids shows.
No.
I like Octonauts a lot.
Octonauts,
Octonauts
yeah.
is pretty
I've
cool.
like- I've
PJ
watched-
Pals is pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because like kid
Umi-
shows like
he
for
likes
us was like
Umi's
Ren and
Umi
Stimpy and
also.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
it's
just
not the
said.
It's not the same.
No.
Octonauts,
Austin
like
Powers
I've
with
learned
Element.
a good
Those are
amount of
kids'
You see,
information
I think it's next weekend they're doing Film the Rocks with
about
Phil
the different
Element.
animals.
Yeah.
Really?
I bet it's sold out already, but I just saw it today.
It's fine.
I forget who it was.
I'll send you the link tomorrow if I find it again.
Opened like a hand-drawn animation
What?
studio recently.
Oh,
But
so then it doesn't matter.
Disney Plus is like a. Have you watched Bluey?
Mm-mm.
Have you heard of Bluey?
Mm-mm.
It's an Australian children's cartoon.
Really?
It's amazing, especially you're a preschool teacher.
Mhm.
Perfect age
Yeah.
for it. I like it because the dad is actually cool, but it's just
One of
like
those.
You hear that?
they're like
have had
anthropomorphic
that.
dogs, and they have
I
like this
thought it was pretty
family,
good if you
and
like
they're like playing
that kind of
games and
beer.
doing activities at home and stuff.
Yeah.
But the way it's presented is very appealing to parents, also
That's
adults.
That's good.
It doesn't
From-
show. It portrays the
Oh, yeah,
dad
yeah,
is
I
not
gotcha.
like this generic like
Dad.
passive
Passive character,
or whatever.
yeah.
We kind of question whether he actually works. Like he works. We had these like discussions with him.
My
It's really good. It's on
favorite
Disney
adult family show that I've seen is F is for Family. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, Bill Burr's.
I love that show.
I
Bill
haven't-
Burr's cartoon of his life is.
I watched about
hilarious.
half. I haven't watched like the
Hilarious.
latest season,
I
but
probably should
I
have
haven't
done this
either.
before I came here.
What are you pulling off?
Hey, my knife is still here. You have it.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You have it. I just remembered that. I was like, oh,
it's like
that's
everything-
been missing. It's been out of my purse and
It's
out of my
from-
pocket for a few days. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
where is it?
Okay.
Yeah, I can't talk about it.
Okay. That's
I'll tell you later.
Once the cameras are off, I can tell you about
I
it.
see.
What's that NDA?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that.
He's special. He's got special
Yeah,
beers
sure.
for special prices.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
I'm sure the
I can
Norwegian doesn't
discuss.
care.
I can discuss when the cameras aren't on.
Yeah. Genuinely don't care that much. I was just curious why you were peeling a label off so you could drink a beer. The label wasn't covering the top.
You see, Yingling is fucking coming west.
I heard about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they partner with Wilson Coors to
Really?
ship it west.
Yep.
Yingling.
It's a big beer out east.
Ohio, Pennsylvania area.
They just only have the 2 breweries, and they've never wanted to expand it.
Do you like it?
I think it's
Generally,
pretty.
I think it's pretty good,
I think
especially
it's
for like
pretty
the price
decent.
of the beer. But I'll drink damn near anything.
Same.
So
How is
Especially if the price is right.
In Maine, what does the beer scene look like? Is it state run or is it like if you go to a liquor store? Is it like Pennsylvania or is it more like here?
So in Maine, you can go. They really aren't that many liquor stores because every grocery
Every
store
grocery store has
Yeah, it's
full
like
on
California.
liquor.
has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every
Has
grocery store.
everything.
You can get you can go get carrots and a bottle of whiskey and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or go to the liquor
It's
like
store.
like Nebraska.
it's like everywhere too. Like not like
Okay.
not
Like,
like
every single
in
grocery
California,
store
that's
has
what
a
it's like.
full
You go to
on,
Safeway,
full
it's-
strength liquor area.
There's like a liquor aisle.
And
at
every-
dope as
Safeway.
shit.
Every gas station,
I don't like
every
it.
Yeah.
Rite Aid, every
Yeah.
and
Walgreens.
it's full strength of everything.
Everything.
They don't give a shit
Yep.
out there.
7-Elevens are giant. Well, and even in the South.
I don't like it though.
You don't?
No, because it kills breweries.
No,
That's
not
why.
Maine.
That's one of the main
No, it
reasons.
doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
it
so
does.
here's the thing: is it's
Maine has the second highest, like, breweries and like microbreweries in the United States.
Okay, the problem
Per
with
capita.
it, I'll speak from the California perspective.
Sure.
There's a reason. So California has a lot of breweries, but per capita compared to Colorado, it's like nothing, right? And even in San Diego, which is considered to
So
have like a high brewery
there is-
concentration,
Sure.
the problem with it is that in California, the supermarkets have to, and even if they didn't have to, they would still prefer to work with a distributor. So you look at Safeway. Safeway's not going to go out of their way to talk to every local brewery. They're going to go to some company that's going to handle the distribution.
and their distribution doesn't work the way that it does here.
The problem with
Deja vu.
California is the distributors are owned by the big 3.
Thick.
So
Yeah.
Coors,
Mhm.
for example, or Budweiser own the
So
distributor.
what's funny about
So-
that is AB actually does own American Eagle distribution here.
Right.
So they were worried about that stuff, and I agree.
And when
with
I go
you.
to Safeway, the selection is very
yeah,
specific. So what it ends up doing though is, so for me, I have to tell Amanda like we're not going to buy beer from Costco or Safeway. We're going to go to like Wilbur's, for example, or we're going to go to like Pringles, for example. Like we're going to buy beer from there instead,
yeah,
right? Or we're going to go directly to the brewery and buy it or whatever, because they effectively get to gatekeep on who. They
No, and
distribute
that
in
is a problem. That's
supermarkets, so
why
it ends up being a convenience issue.
that's why we've had such a prolific like upbringing of breweries here.
That's why there are two. That's why there are 2 different guilds here now, too, right? So there are 2 different microbrewery guilds
Yeah,
because of that specific issue. Because one was against the recent regulation on that, or deregulation for supermarkets, and one was for it.
yeah.
So it's kind of fragmented the community also.
Yeah, I think that like just because we had what we had before, we where it was separate, where we had liquor stores and grocery stores, that allowed us to have that like prolific increase in breweries and that kind of stuff. Now that we have it, and it's kind of in our culture, I don't see like it going away.
Sure.
And that's much like out in Maine,
Like
like
that's also an unspoken thing. That's like, or like
I agree.
It's an unwritten like idea that's part of the culture,
Yeah.
which can change with laws.
it's true.
So, for example, in California, you you cannot legally distribute alcohol unless it goes through a distributor.
And
That's part of the
I
law.
think that's where the problem comes along with that.
Right. Especially if it's owned by AB InBev, for example. So if you're not part of the system, you're kind of shut out from being able to sell anything. And that's the big concern with that, right? Is that's kind of this encroaching issue where this is like the first step for it. I don't know. For me, it's very hard. Like, it's really convenient to be able to go to the grocery store and shop and like, oh, I can buy my beer. Like, I certainly used to do it when I was in California. The problem is that that's a very controlled like group that you're getting with that convenience. Is it worth driving and going to like the local shop to buy the beer?
I mean, there's a lot of very small breweries in Maine that sell directly and deliver directly to small mom and pop shops. So you can go to any corner store and find like.
And it used to be that
top-notch
way in
beer.
California also, but now it is not.
Yeah.
So I kind of view that as like the word of warning on this, where like you rarely deregulate, you usually like perpetuate regulation. So in this scenario, it's potentially it's kind of like a slippery slope.
Yeah, and I
seen
agree. I think it should be separate anyways. Like, that's my opinion on that. Because like, again, like I like the liquor store mentality of like, you know, mostly like you can't.
It's
own,
like this local neighborhood shop too.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. I do appreciate, and this is the other California thing. I love Costco. I have to love Costco because my Costco membership is older than I am. They actually will work. Like, so the local Costco has local beer. They have like Odell's, like 12 packs and mixers and stuff. I like that. I'm still like, I'd rather go to like a Wilbur's or like here I went to Liquor Cabinet on the way over or whatever.
Yeah. We usually go to the one that's over here or Campus West, just depending on like what we're doing.
That's like the other. For me, that's the other direction. I just prefer that over going to like a supermarket to buy alcohol.
Yeah. No, and I can agree with
Because
that.
I don't want to give the money to the random dude in like Iowa, or I think Safeway's a California company, but
Safeway's owned by Cerberus now.
right. So I don't want I don't
just
want
an
to going
investment.
there. I want to going to the guy that owns
It's just
the
an
liquor
investment
cabinet down the
company.
street or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just
Cerberus is this gigantic company. It's actually the same company that owns Albertsons also, and they used to own Chrysler before like the bailout stuff,
saying that I'm drinking New Belgium beer. So
which is now owned by a subsidiary of Kirin. And Kirin's mostly owned by AB. So yeah, somebody's like getting out the drums over there.
Yeah.
what happened to no music outside? Did
What?
she say that?
Well,
earlier?
we can't play like music on this.
Oh, because
Copyright.
Yeah.
Well, no, but if we had like a band kit and we like covered it, we'd be fine.
Yeah, if it's
We
live
just
music,
can't,
it's
we
fine.
can't play like recorded songs. Like if we want, I could fucking sing any song right now. We'd be fine.
Will you?
So we could do live music.
Yeah,
A couple
Live
more
music
beers
would be
in and
fine.
we're good.
But we can't like get on YouTube and play songs.
I see.
that's the main problem. And again, it's mostly like the bots doing it or whatever. Like, obviously nobody's watching this for the fucking music, but like people.
Maybe in Norway they want American music.
But that is a thing
The
that
only
people.
song I know that they'll like is "Yeah, Ding Dong."
Ya Ya Ding Dong. Have you seen that movie?
No,
Yeah, Ding
sure,
Dong.
but
That movie. Have you guys seen that?
Eurovision
Oh my god.
with Will Ferrell in it. It was such a good movie. So funny.
It's a
This is
spoof
Nick
on
Blueberry.
like the.
Good.
It's like the European. It's what like America's Got Talent is based on or whatever.
It's a very serious procedure.
It's like-
music event.
It's like Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams, and they form this Icelandic.
that came
singing
out like
group.
pretty recent.
I'm in.
I haven't
It's
watched
on
It's a really good
Netflix.
movie. Then
It's
it
a
goes into
Netflix
the thing
movie.
where
It's so
Will
good.
Ferrell plays the Will Ferrell character, but Rachel McAdams is like the good one, so it gets like kind of that drama
Music's
stuff a
catchy,
little bit.
too.
Dude, yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Eurovision.
Eurovision.
That's right.
Or Eurozone.
I watched like
Eurovision.
I watched like nothing. So
Yeah, he
It's worth watching. I've watched it a couple of times now.
Watch it.
The movie,
Hey,
the
you
music's catchy, and it's based on like an actual thing. Like the songs they play in it are actual. Like a lot of the
Well,
songs
and
they play are actual
Eurovision's an
songs.
actual.
Yeah, and
like an
they
actual
actually have
festival.
Eurovision people in the movie too. Like the singers are actually, like some of them are Eurovision contestants and stuff.
It's a pretty good movie. And they're
They have, like,
the
ABBA
two
in
make
it and
like this fun like glamour band type of thing. They wear like kind of shit like Kiss would wear, like crazy decorated football outfits and pads and shit. Just it looks dope. It's a cool movie.
Have you seen Pitch Perfect? I haven't seen Pitch.
That's really
I'm
surprising
so
that you've not
sorry.
seen that.
I know,
I love-
even the Norwegian thought I looked like it was in Glee. Pity.
I can't do Glee, but I love Pitch
Right.
Perfect.
There was a girl I hung out with that just loved Glee, and
I-
all we did whenever
I've tried watching Glee and I just can't get into it. Pitch Perfect though,
Bullshit.
I'll watch that movie over and over again.
Yeah.
I like
Don't
certain
movie.
episodes of Glee. They're actually pretty good, but as far as like the whole drama of the story, it gets a little petty.
Yeah. After about 2 seasons, it just
Yeah.
was like repeating itself and
But it
That
was
seems
like,
to be like most shows, to be perfectly honest. That's why I really can't.
so I got really into like all the Marvel and DC shows that would come out, and then they'd have their collab episodes that were super fucking dope. I loved it. It was so much fun. Oh yeah. Why?
wow.
Did you see the new Dune trailer?
Dude.
Dune.
The new Dune. So they're doing a new Dune movie. The trailer is it's good.
To the
I
trailer for the
watched, like,
second
fucking
season of The
nothing, so-
Mandalorian.
Yes.
Like, the only thing that I was, like,
absolutely,
that I'm
I saw
partially
shit
caught
as
up
soon
on.
as it came out.
Yeah.
Is The Boys, and that's it.
I'm pretty.
That's the
Just
only
like
show.
my
I'm
new
pretty
favorite
hyped
show.
Yeah.
on that.
I'm surprised you had never seen it before.
And
The Boys?
uh,
It's on
I
Amazon
still
Prime.
haven't seen your Kung Fury thing.
Oh shit!
what's her face is in
I
it
love
too,
Kung Fury.
right?
Have you really not? Well, maybe we'll have to watch that
You
tonight.
ask me every time.
God,
I'm
damn it.
not gonna be around much longer. I got
Okay.
an early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
I had a long
fair.
day. I gotta go out to Wiggins and they saw it.
This guy's leaving in the morning, so he also got that.
Yep, I'm heading east.
2,000 miles.
2150. Here it comes.
How do you get through the drive? Like, do you listen to podcasts or books?
podcasts. Yeah.
I-
Suck up a good 2-3 hours at a time.
Just cannot. I just hate driving anymore. Hate it.
What
And
podcast?
then I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's a big other trip. Let me know when I need to go get that.
Yeah, I will. You down to do that?
Huh?
You down to do that?
Yeah, of course I will get it. But yeah, I don't watch fucking anything for shows whatsoever.
What's
Boys is
up?
fucking good though. Like, you should watch The Boys. You would really like that.
Yeah,
Seen
you would.
Boys
I've
in
seen
the Hood.
Boys too. It's good.
Yeah, The Boys is
We
really.
fucking
I have
binge watch that.
I haven't been watching the new episodes. I have to catch up. Amanda's current though.
Yeah.
Was that Tuesday we went binge watch that?
Yeah,
That show is nuts.
it's crazy. The Boy. It's like if everybody in like Marvel movies was Deadpool. It's kind of how that show is.
It's superheroes if superheroes were realistic. It's like what would really happen in the U.S. if there were superheroes.
Yeah.
What's it on?
It's Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just started releasing new episodes. I think they're like on their fourth week or fifth week today.
It's
actually.
it's what would happen. Like they would capitalize that. They'd make a bunch of money with their powers. Like that's kind of
Yeah, it's
what it's
pretty
based on.
fucking. It's also kind of has like a Ninja Turtles aspect to it because they're all like it's man-made superheroes,
Yeah.
not fucking. Yeah,
dropping
but
spoilers.
yeah, fair. But you know what I mean? It kind of has that like
It has it definitely has a Ninja Turtles
kind
thing. If Ninja Turtles were like shooting people with lasers and like
of.
it's like so imagine like so
There's so
I'm
many
gonna give you a
storylines.
brief
It's so
spoiler to
crazy.
hook
It's
you. Like
fucking
in the
crazy
first
show.
5
You should
minutes,
definitely-
there's like a
called The
Flash
Boys.
type of character, and he runs into somebody when he's running really fast, and they just kind of explode. That's like
the first scene.
that's like the first
Yeah.
scene.
That's like the first
Alright.
90 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's like
And then that kind of sets
The
the plot
real
for the
deal.
entire show.
the actor I was thinking it was Rosario Dawson plays Ashoka, the new one.
So I was listening to a podcast the other day on Donut Media, actually, and it was about Option 2 magazine, or Option magazine.
Okay.
If you're into cars or into tuners, you've probably heard of Option magazine. But kind of the premise of
Go
the
look
show
at
was
a ring.
that
Right here?
Yeah.
Like right here?
Yeah. That one.
Yeah. Would you look at that? Oh.
Gotcha.
Gotcha, motherfucker. Yeah, no, y'all got some spilt shit in your friggin' drawer where I got my beers from.
a little
And
bit.
the ring, I set my beer on my pants, and that's. I got a classy juice ring.
You got
like
a little.
curve right there.
I was just like, where did that? Because I like didn't notice
came
it
in
earlier.
this.
So yeah.
Yeah, I ate like 10 of these.
I was like,
Yeah.
where the fuck did you?
I know. I saw that. I was like, good thing I know how to do laundry. Like, good thing I've got that skill down pat.
You know, it's
Some
jeans
bleach on
anyway,
it, call it
so-
a day.
Oh man.
Jeans weathered is
Then
the
just
way to
cut the
go.
hole
anyways.
out.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I mean,
They
I
can be
know.
jorts if it doesn't work out. It'd be okay.
nope, not with these. Nope, not
No?
with these. No, they could. Nope.
Not yet.
No.
Well, whatever.
No. Nah. Gosh, these are gonna
It
fade
starts
out.
a new style.
Yes.
You just everybody has like a single.
One
single-
circle.
Sure.
Get
Just
a,
one.
get a brand
Just
done.
one.
Just start
Just
branding.
cut one
jeans.
off.
Start branding jeans.
Bottle Stain Jean Company.
Eagle will take it.
Ah, dude,
Bottle
that doesn't
Stain
sound
and
that
Co.
terrible, actually.
Bottle
Bottle
Stain
Stain.
and Co. Trademarked.
That sounds like a band name.
Bottle
Bottle
Stain.
stain.
Bottle Stain Jean Company.
It's almost like Skull Ring.
Right?
I mean, Skull Ring, you make more money, flat out.
Yeah.
Skull Ring jean. Yeah. Trademark. Just kidding.
Copyright that shit right
Alright, right now.
Mine.
Document that shit. Mine. That's so. So Tuesday, I had 2 boys as my students, and we went over to the lake. I live right on the lake in Windsor, and there was a bunch of. Are they seagulls? The mine birds, right? What are they? The mine birds in Nemo. Are they?
Yeah.
They're seagulls, right? Okay, so there's a bunch of them on the beach, right? And I was like, you guys, you should go scare the birds.
Yeah, that was something.
And they're like, what? I was like, yeah, you should go be monsters and go scare the birds. I was like, are you ready? And they're like, yeah.
Mango.
And so I got a video of it. It's like a 15-second video. I'll show you. Of them just like running up and scaring these birds. And they had so much fun scaring the shit out of these birds. And then there was a bunch of geese like just a ways down. And they're like, let's go scare those. I was like, no, don't scare those ones. Like,
Yeah.
don't
no.
scare those ones. They'll come back at you. Like, why, Miss Sarah? I'm like, we're going to go to the park
Yeah,
instead.
go to the last one.
That's why.
I don't really have anything cold. I got one of these.
Oh,
left.
man. They're so funny. Yeah, let me show you that video. They're so fucking cute. Kids are just the freaking best.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
I love the noise. Ah!
so cute.
That's
This is how you
awesome.
teach.
How old are they?
The oldest one is 4, and the other one's 3.
Right, just chasing
Definitely
birds.
never did that as a kid.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've done that.
I was
in
gonna
the
say. I
last
think I
month.
did that like a couple weeks ago. Chasing
Just
the-
having the time of their
I
lives.
just that kind of
It's
have to do
8:30 in the
that
morning.
for the fucking geese when I'd be running around work.
Call that a win.
Like,
Yes.
like 5K a day. When I was doing those, like, because the geese was just all around there all the time.
Yeah.
So like, and they'd like run at you, so like you just turn and do this, and like, hopefully scare them away.
And 300 of them would take off all at once.
Yeah, I was really confused. A couple months ago, we went tubing, and we come around that corner. Were you with us that time? No, it was just me,
That
Denise,
time.
and Lily.
At band camp.
And
Maybe
we
3
like
times.
came around the
Kill its
bend,
band.
and there's just a bunch of sleeping geese in the middle of July.
Chilling.
Weird.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like
They
eating-
ate the
usually not
mushrooms.
here
Was that the inaugural mattress flotation?
Yes. Yeah, because air mattresses work super good.
They really do.
Yeah, and they
Floating
work
on a lake?
They're awesome.
on the river.
On the river?
Yeah, on the
Real?
river.
Yeah,
On
they
the
go
food,
like.
or do
So,
you-
okay,
you blow
I
up
still have
mattresses
not
and
done that.
throw
We
them
were going to go do that
Yeah.
this summer. I've
Yeah.
not done that. I've not
You
tubed.
fucked up.
They're
I
awesome.
fucked up. Straight up fucked up.
Uh,
I've not been tubing. Down the
Where
river.
will you?
What the
Wait,
heck?
wait,
I
wait,
know,
wait. So
I know.
do you launch them off of
Next summer.
Summer. Yes.
Kinda like now.
Overland? Then?
It's like now.
so we typically
Summer.
start at Shields because there's a.
Do you have
dam.
issues with? Right. That's what I'm wondering. Is if you have issues with.
There's some people who've
With
been
it being
floating the
narrow,
pooter
anything
on the
with
Windsor
it.
side.
No.
Like,
We've
coming from,
thought
like-
about doing the
Mhm.
whole
No,
float
it's
from like
high
Fort Collins to
That was
Greeley.
this summer, yeah,
you
down
can
the
do
Windsor
it,
side, like coming
It
over.
would
We're
ta- I
right.
think
like,
that would
so
take
when
You know
like
where
a
the
whole
winds are going to
day.
the valley?
would-
Yep,
it's a
right
whole
there.
day.
Yeah.
Can you get?
Yeah,
so
I thought
I
that was so cool.
This
I
is
was
the
like,
perfect
oh.
group to
It was
ask
probably
this
just like a
question.
little
So for
trail,
us,
and they
when
maybe
we move,
probably
we're
did it a
right
couple
next to
times,
the
but
Pooter.
Cool.
But it's
cute,
in Timnit.
like little.
So it's
That's
right
Okay.
over by the Costco.
Yeah.
Is there any launch from there, or like way to get out from there?
Yeah, you would just go
Yeah.
under the bridge under 5, or even farther out.
But right there,
Yeah.
like right where you cross on Harmony, there's like a place where you can get off there.
If you-
Probably somewhere around there.
If you can get off anywhere,
Well,
realistically.
no, I don't want to hit like barbed wire because from the farms.
Yeah, no,
and
but
stuff.
if you
From,
got off at, like-
Sweatsville has, like
If you
barbed
got off
wire
at like
shit.
5 or like right next to Costco, you could just no problem right there. Yeah.
Yeah. When we find
Amanda
right
can
next
drive
year.
me up, us up. Cases of beer, we can float down to
Well, you
my
can
house.
only have beer if the
Ranger
Rangers
isn't-
aren't there,
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
because they frown upon that, and they
Well, it's because
oftentimes-
it's
I've
open
hang out
liquor
at the
in
launch
the city
site.
of Fort Collins.
That's why when we went,
I've
when we
never
took my
had that
tubes,
issue.
we went actually up into the canyon, like into the river up
Oh,
in the mountains,
14.
where the Rangers aren't fucking around. And good thing, 'cause I've got a cooler tied to my fucking tube.
Yeah,
No, I'm thinking
yeah, at
like-
the standard launch site.
I'm thinking
where
like
we
if you go to like Shields or Overland and like just launch
they
right there.
hang out
They
right
were
there.
hanging out.
That's where they-
When we
Really?
went, they
Yeah.
hung out. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
But
right
we've
Do you,
there.
think
definitely
that's,
gone-
do you think that's a bigger thing now since they did like the new?
Yeah,
like the launch
maybe.
thing?
Maybe.
I've never
I mean,
seen
you're not technically
Rangers.
supposed to float down that way, anyways. But you have to get it for like 35 seconds to go over a fucking dam. That's super easy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you just get. I mean, most people, at least when we did, you just get out. And
yeah,
walk
that's
around
exactly what
with
it is.
It's
But
like,
they have like signs like "Get out here, unpassable," like all those shit. You're not supposed
those
to.
are super
All you
fucking
do-
dangerous.
Well, all you do is walk
By the way,
over it and then get.
yeah,
back
it's
on
not
it.
hard to get over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've never seen a ranger.
Well, like the dam we
Police-
went.
Police
I
officers
think it
doing
was
that.
last summer.
Have you seen? I mean,
I've seen rangers.
I've never seen them up in the mountain where we were.
They don't
when
typically.
we
There's no
fucking
point
drinks
for them to
when
do
they
it really.
raft, When
We
they
gonna
tube.
fucking
I
jump
don't
in
get.
and come get my booze.
I don't think in the county there's an open
Fuck
liquor
off.
law license problem though. Whereas in the city of Fort Collins, because it's a
Right.
city ranger that we saw that one day,
Yeah.
not a county ranger.
Oh, that was
They're-
a city
It's
guy.
a city ranger.
Really?
I
Yeah,
didn't
we have city
realize there
rangers
was
here.
City
I didn't even
rangers.
know that was a thing.
Yes. So city ranger, whereas like, I don't think there's open liquor laws in the county,
In the city, yes.
but in the city
So
there
what
definitely
is-
is.
I've never seen that be an issue. Every time I've rafted, everybody's just
Well,
getting
yeah,
trashed,
everybody's
like-
drinking, but they definitely do on occasion. They go sit out there if they're bored.
I also just like
But they
going
didn't
up
meet the
more
quota.
in the mountain more than just the. I like the rough water a little bit, and it was a ton of fucking fun.
I like Lazy River. I'm gonna sit there and drink on.
Well, like,
Apparently, inflatable mattresses
Is the
are
way to go.
best solution
when
out
we-
there. I like
it's
that idea.
it's fantastic.
I
And they're
like the
cheap as
concept.
shit. They're
when
like
we went,
20
the only
bucks.
thing that sucked is the water was like real low. So actually, the air mattress came in pretty clutch because you could spread your weight out and just go over
Yeah,
like
so
2
like-
inches of water.
Yeah, like this
My
much
fat
water
ass
was
in the
enough.
tube would have to get
I
up and
like
drag
that.
it
On the
through
air
the water back
mattress?
to deep side.
I like this
Yeah.
air mattress idea.
You just lounge there.
It's the
Now
same.
I'm terrified of city rangers.
I
didn't
the worst thing
realize
they're
that
gonna
was-
do is
I
make
thought
you dump
were
it
allowed-
out.
I
You could
thought
play dumb, be like, "Oh, sorry, I'm from New Mexico.
I
My family
genuinely,
lives here.
Until you ask your ID.
I genuinely
Sorry, I don't
thought-
have it."
I
mean,
genuinely thought it was
I'm on the river,
illegal
bro.
to drink when you're in the river. Like it was kind of like not
Gray
part of the
area.
city because it's like this water.
Yeah,
Water
everybody
rights
does
thing.
it, so I don't know why it's a problem. It's just they're assholes and they can be assholes. That's pretty much what it is. It's their job to be
So-
assholes.
So I just, I don't know. Now
Like when we got our fucking
I
slip and
do-
slide wiffle ball party fucking broken up was by a city ranger.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
who
guy was a
drove on?
I
total
like the idea
dick.
of like
dude.
Amanda dropping me at like
Guy who drove
Odell's or
onto
New
the grass.
Belgium,
Did you hear about that?
and I just like float home. That's what I'm imagining now, because there isn't anything from there to Timnit.
That's a great
so,
plan.
So I could literally, she could drop me off with a backpack and an inflatable mattress in it, and like
Just trying to get home, man. I
Well,
gotta
and
get
like
home.
have them come with
Right.
battery-powered inflatable tools. So if you want to
Yeah.
go to
That would be
do
sweet.
6 pints later, I'm in the water.
It
on
would
this
take,
mattress
like-
laying there, and
He
she's
just gets into the
watching.
river with 2 growlers, and he's
It-
like, "I'm just trying to get home."
I mean, it's
man."
gonna take like 4 hours.
Like Civil War drug, like gun smuggling, like she's going down at night with the searchlight, like pulling me out of the corner of the river.
Yeah, so we'd
Have a tether
play.
in the buoy, just.
Yeah, I could shoot a flare or something. It'd be great.
Right.
We'd
I mean,
play.
I don't even know
out.
if floating to Greeley is possible in a day. It's so slow.
Well, no, I'm not
I don't
really
think that
on
would be
to Timnith.
possible.
No, to Timnith though.
But to Timnith, you
Oh,
could
yeah,
in a
yeah.
day.
Oh,
It'd be
yeah,
like 2
that you
hours
could totally
probably
do.
from.
If you got
Well,
in
from
at-
Shields
if you
to
got
LeMay
in-
is about 3 hours.
If you got
Yeah,
in
on a
at
normal
about
flow
5
day.
in the morning.
Yeah, but from Odell's to Timnith, it's really not that far.
What if you start earlier in the season? The water is rushing more quickly.
Yeah, there's
I don't want to drink 6 pints and then go into like.
a fucking rafting
Raging
scenario.
rapids.
It's a lot of fun.
I want to like lay there and take a nap and then wake up and I'm at home. That's what I want to do. I want to like go to the brewery,
Jesus Christ.
pound my last pint, inflate the thing while I'm still coherent, and then just lay there and like go, and then I end up.
I
Like,
mean, we
on
got
the other
pretty
side of the
drunk
top
when we went
5.
up high.
Inflate
We were
mattress
pretty.
and then
We
park
got-
it at the bike
We
thing.
drank.
We drank like
Yeah, it'd be good.
a
I could
ton.
even
there was
run,
like
I
45
could set a
beers.
case
I went
up,
and counted through, and yeah,
like
we drank
a
like
tow
55
cable across
beers,
the
and
Yeah.
that's between
right
like
where
6
the
of
house
us.
is.
Yeah, and that was
Like,
mostly
this
you and
fucking float
me.
down
Yeah.
and it catches me.
Kristen was
Maybe
pretty drunk
sets a little
early.
alarm off like a bell.
Yeah, she went hard pretty quick.
Yeah.
But it was you, me.
Where'd you put it?
Up at above Picnic Rock.
I can't believe there's.
So we
city
went above
rangers.
Picnic Rock. You know, if you're going up, there's that little campsite that kind of dips down.
Yep.
So right there, you have to drop below there because we found out the hard way. We went
I
higher
guess
than
it
that
makes
once.
sense.
We came down
As
on
the
the back
biggest
side.
dam.
There's like
Yeah.
a 15-foot fucking dam.
Yeah.
We had to get out, carry this cooler full of beer up a shitty fucking hill, and then back down. So you got as close to that, then all the way down to Picnic Rock. It was about 4 hours. It was super fun. But back to his City Ranger story. So we'd play wiffle ball, and sometimes we'd get like the slip and slide wiffle ball going. We'd bring all these tarps and water and little pools and whatever, just do slip and slide wiffle ball. And I wasn't there for this one, but they were playing, and the ranger comes up, drives onto the fucking grass with his truck to complain that they are going to ruin the grass with the slip and slide. While he's driving his
Where?
fucking truck, it was, what park is
It was
that?
in a park,
It's over. It's over by Boardwalk and
right past
Troutman?
But it's like a public city park,
the post office,
and we would never...
and like Best Buy and
Are they
shit.
driving rangers also?
It's just
You know
like-
where the park
Huh?
is that's back there.
If they look like regular park rangers.
Yeah, you like
county
drive
Like generally, every
onto
time
the
we
field.
went, like we drink whatever, but we would never leave it dirtier than we
We always pick up trash. We always do,
he
anyways.
cleaned up. But he drove the truck onto the grass to tell them that they needed to stop because they were going to ruin the grass he just drove on with his 8,000-pound truck.
Part for course.
That's,
It was-
that's viable.
Well, then he was
Really
just an
stupid.
asshole about it too. So what happens when you're an asshole to me? Not good things.
Because I'm Dick. Okay.
I don't think you know who I am, Mr. Officer Man.
Listen, motherfucker. My name is Dick.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
my driver's license says Nick, but my name is Dick, okay?
Yeah, I started like being an asshole back to him, and he's all, "Why are you doing it? Because you're being an asshole. If you asked us to leave, pack up and leave, and that was it, cool.
I'm waiting for this to end in like you getting tased.
I did not.
In the
I'm-
butthole.
That didn't happen. Luckily, I think we all talked him down a little bit before it got to that point.
All right,
I've yelled at the police in this town. It's okay.
I need sleep.
There was like a few
Good
hundred
night.
years
There was some
I was gonna say,
escalation.
that had been
Yeah.
consumed already at that point.
Yeah, but it was so fun. The slip with the ball, like ball in general, is pretty fun just to begin with.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a couple weeks.
That's right.
A couple weeks.
Really?
The driving
Yeah.
the truck
He's gonna
thing
come back
in
to
the
the
park is
truck
kind of
that they
a
bought
weird
out here.
situation.
Oh, you
I
got a
feel
truck
like
out
you
here?
just park the
Uh,
fuck out of
trying
it.
to.
Oh,
What'd you
nice.
2017 dually.
Oh,
Nice.
Sweet.
Just because like
Later.
it's
Later.
everything out there is
Later.
rusty as fuck when after it's like 3 or 4
Yeah.
years old.
See you.
Right.
Be safe.
Yeah, so you buy stuff here.
I'll see you soon. Probably on games.
Probably
When are you gonna be back out here?
Oh, we'll find out like 2 or 3 weeks.
So is everything just like new out there because it all rusts apart in 5 years?
Keith's one of them.
Oh yeah, just gets beat shit.
Okay, bye.
Where it gets so
Hey.
cold and it just falls apart.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
So like nothing's 10 years old because
When I was out there,
Even stuff that's 3 years old is just
there's like holes in the door and shit.
it's
just
fucking
all the salt and-
wild.
yeah.
It's wild. Like when I went out there in like
Same
2014,
with Georgia.
I was like, it's worse in the south up there because it's
Yeah.
you know since you got all the salt and cold.
Cold. Yeah.
So, but like pretty similar. Like where you see like 10-year-old trucks down there, like destroyed. It's like 5-year-old trucks there.
Well, then my Honda was
Yeah.
an 07. It was 2010, 12. It was 2012. Thank God. I was like, well, that was really, really good. 2012, but true. Like, I mean, thank God I'm the one that picked out the fucking car because I got under the cars.
Definitely not something that Mike would have done.
Oh my God. He
Definitely
wanted. Oh my. Oh.
We don't need to go into all that, but yeah.
Bless his
So,
heart.
anyways,
Where in Indy was
I picked out the car and there
By
was nothing.
Belfast?
It only had 60. It was a 2007 Honda Accord. Only had 60,000 miles on it. The lowest
Been
miles
to
on any
Boston.
car. No
Yeah,
rust,
I
no
don't know.
nothing.
Pretty
Like,
close.
We
that's the
drove
fucking
up
car
to
we're gonna get. I don't
Acadia.
care that the
Yep.
tint's fucked up. That's the car we're getting.
and got
Thank God he was out in the
stuck
field
in
and I
some
made the
really
call.
interesting weather. It's kind of crazy
Yeah.
here with like the rain, and this was like summer, maybe July, and still like the
Oh, yeah.
rain hits and it's like zero visibility.
Yeah, it's weird weather.
It's so I could not believe the trucks out there. Like, we would pull up next to a truck that was like brand new, and I'm like, why is the fucking bumper rusting out?
Yeah.
And it's just how it is.
I mean, the front bumper on my truck's rusting and it's 3 years old and I wash it like
yeah,
every other week.
Do you wax it too? Do you have to wax it?
it's just from the
Pardon?
inside
Sorry,
and everything
interruption.
else. It's just constant. It's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a
just.
different planet almost.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Apparently, we've maxed out the recording space,
Wow.
but we're still streaming, so there's that.
There's
not
that.
Sufficient dick
There's
space.
not enough dick space.
There's not enough dick space to continue.
That's what she said.
Error, cannot continue.
That's the safe word.
I mean,
Error.
each one of those we do is over 10 gigs, so, and we've been doing it all summer on this one. I've been recording all of them, so that's like I probably have 200 gigs of video on here.
Wow.
Dang. Do you carry this shit out here every day?
Every time we do it, I move it up
You bring
here.
all this,
Everything.
so
Yeah.
like the
Whole
soundboard and
setup,
everything. You bring
yeah.
it all out.
Everything.
This was downstairs all
dedication.
week because we
Yeah.
recorded downstairs last week.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I bring literally everything but the couch and this table.
Crazy. Super cool.
It's a lot
Dedication.
Mm-hmm.
of hustling up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Getting your stairs in.
Ooh.
Your climbers.
I'll have to manage the storage here in a second, but I can wait till later. I'll do it during the week. I just need to move some files to the other drives because there's 2 other terabytes in there. They're just not. It's recording to the main drive. No biggie. I mean, we probably
You could
should
just clear out
probably.
some of the older ones.
I've been trying to keep them because that way I have them
Oh.
to
Yeah.
like use. So, but they are getting pretty huge.
That's one of the regrets I have from Seagate. When I worked there.
It's
was
not
just
getting
like,
just a pile of
When I
fucking.
quit, because I quit, right?
Yeah.
And I gave it was like a 4-hour notice.
Oh wow.
Well, my boss knew, like my manager, he knew I gave him like a 12-month notice,
Mm-hmm.
actually, and he just said like, I said, you can get rid of me or pick the day that I'll leave or whatever, right? And he basically just said like, well, I'll just leave you on for until the end, like the last day you'll stay, and then it ended up being an IP issue, so I quit. Like I had to give a 4-hour notice, and I quit, so he was kind of prepared for it. So it wasn't like
It wasn't
I
like a
just
bad
felt
like cut. Bad
no,
tie,
it
sucker.
wasn't. It was. I gave him like a year-long notice, kind of a thing. But the thing I missed, like in my office, I probably had like 3 petabytes worth of enterprise-grade hard drives.
Jesus.
Because I worked in reliability for Seagate.
Oh, so your job was basically to.
Test
Yeah.
hard drives and write tools to test hard drives. So I just had like cases and cases of these like the same drives they put in like
Yeah.
AWS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I still kind of regret like just not grabbing one of those and bringing it to like one of the LAN parties and being like, here is a bunch of like $2,000 hard drives.
Yes.
Everybody grab a couple.
Yeah. Yay!
Because I just like literally from the floor up, like reinforced floors, like hard drives.
Wow.
So I have a server. It's like 24 terabyte like enterprise class drives, but it's not like the fucking
The stacks
shit I
of shit
could
you
have
have,
brought,
yeah.
and nobody would have cared.
No, because they already decided it's gonna be garbage if you use it.
Yeah, it's garbage
anyways.
anyway. It's just like post test. Like they
Yeah.
tested them, they can't sell them.
Yeah. So like they're still good hardware, but they can't
They're
go
arguably
anywhere.
better because they've
Passed. All the
passed
tests.
all the infant mortality
Yep.
rates, so
Right.
these things are gonna last for like a decade or whatever.
Fair.
So yeah, that's one of my.
Well, you live and you learn. If you're in the position again, you know what to do.
Pretty much shit
Stuff.
podcast.
All the shit that I work in now just drives me to paranoia. So I won't. I
Alright.
won't share that.
Well, we've cleared the 3-hour mark anyways, so we can probably clear this.
Okay.
And if you guys want to hang out, you can hang out. If you don't want to hang out, fuck you too. No, but yeah.
Well,
Let's
Dick's
just-
patio. Good
yeah.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.